It's been a minute. We here, yo.
Yeah, man.
We getting started. This is the intro. We doing the introduction. And conclusion. Yo, my man right here. Yo, it's been a minute since you've been on here, man. Like you looking healthy, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Let's go. Already, man.
First of all, before we do anything, we get into anything, I would like to give y'all your roses. You know what I'm saying? Your flowers, because one thing I could tell you, you keep at it. And I met a lot of people who they have all these great ideas and they want to do all of this and all of this, and they're so concerned with what the reception is once they put the output, and they not focused on the business model. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad to see that you guys are still at it. I'm paying attention to DC. Y'all stay active when y'all speak to people. What's important is y'all getting the content, and it's coming from different sources within the community who we associated with first. We always have to deal with that first. Like Tupac said, if we can't get along with each other, then we can't get along with nobody else, no other group. So we got to start there. So keep doing what y'all doing. Don't stop. Don't let nobody tell y'all different. You know what I'm saying? Keep chopping, keep cutting the good parts and spitting them out like bars. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Thank you for that.
Yo, really definitely that. Thank you for that.
Definitely. I feel like that doesn't apply to me yet. I've only
it applies to you.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're here for 5 and then you're gonna bring some more stuff to the table, and then you're gonna be here for another 10. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I don't see my boy today. What happened to him? Is he on light duty or what?
Oh.
Where my boy? Yo, shout out to my boy because I know he paying attention. So.
I mean, let me come up right now and see what he doing. See what I see if we can bring him on in the middle. But my man, he good. He definitely great. He don't usually be like
active.
Every episode because he does his own thing. So
nice.
This is the consistent team. Yeah.
I see that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could bring him on.
No. I mean, he there in spirit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just want to give my boy a shout out. You feel me?
Already. Okay. Shout out to Gerald.
Gerald, I see you.
So if we're live, could I start asking questions because I'm so curious about tons of different things.
Okay. So hold on. All right. So let's get it started then, Nyron. Okay, because you the man with the 100 questions. So let's get started. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into body transformation. I wish I know you had a picture of when it was you like 15 years ago to you now. So it's like, talk about more of like what made you transition to who you are today.
So, one day I just go to the doctor, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm not really feeling that great. And I'm about 26. And he tells me, hey, he's like, you really ain't got that long. You feel me? If you continue eating the way you eat, living the way you live. And then he started to give me this whole spiel. And I'm pretty sure you hear it all the time about African Americans and how blood pressure is elevated, and we already have hypertension. They speak of diabetes, in our family. My mom's passed away of cancer, rest in peace, and I had some other folks in my family die of cancer. So this is something that that's been recognized in the medical field. I mean, you go and they're like, oh yeah, I already know you got high blood pressure. Won't. So when he gave me that information, I mean, he does this every day. So he's like, listen, you continue to do what you do, you're going to die. I'm like,
Jesus.
damn, you can't say any, sweeter than that.
Yeah,
You know?
he said it straightforward like
Yo,
that.
he said it
He
straightforward
wastes no
too.
time. He's just
Ain't
like,
So
wasting
look,
wait,
bro.
Yeah.
so do you remember what you felt like? What was your condition? How tall are you? How much did you weigh?
I probably was about 250.
Okay.
I was 6'2" at the time. I had moved from New York City to North Carolina with my baby moms and my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was under a lot of high stress. In the morning, I used to drop my kids off, and I used to work at nights. So I love donuts. So I used to eat a lot of donuts. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Chris. Dunkin' Donuts at the time.
Oh, okay.
And so I used to drink a lot of coffees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just gained the weight, eat pasta sauce, and I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't really see myself. Those days in 2006, 2007, we didn't take that many like selfie pictures. You know what I'm saying? So you're not seeing yourself every day. You're just sitting down there, you're eating, and you're just living life. And then all of a sudden you just wake up sluggish. And
So you felt sluggish.
mm-hmm.
What else did you feel?
I was depressed at the time. I felt very depressed. I was extremely depressed. I wasn't happy with the output that I was putting out there, the situation I was with my kids' moms. I just felt like I was a typical, black man story. You feel me?
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So
I understand that. Yeah.
And
No, I feel you, homie. But like, so you get to the doctor. So you felt so bad that you decide I need to see the doctor. Something's up.
I was doing a general physical, and then during the time, he just pretty much told me, hey, you ain't really got much longer to live. It's like, if you continue to live like this. But he was basically like, in his eyes, I couldn't figure him out, but he was like more nonchalant, like, this happens, don't worry, it just happens to everybody that's black. You'll reach about 35 to 40 and then you die off, and that's just...
No, it's crazy. Recently, the reason I'm so interested is because I'm 6'2" and I'm at around 240 something pounds. And I came home recently, I'm 29, and I came home recently, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And I had a headache that I couldn't get rid of. And I was feeling real dizzy. And my mother has hypertension. So my mom knew what was going on before I did, because clearly I share her genetics. She goes and she says, Naren, let me take a look at your blood pressure. And she took a look at and she's a nurse, so she took a look at my blood pressure. She just said it so nonchalantly. Yeah, you're borderline, And I said, what do you mean borderline? And then she said, you have high blood pressure. You might end up like having hypertension like me. And I had to talk to her about what it's like to have hypertension. She says, you get more headaches. You're more prone to heart disease and liver disease and all these other diseases. And you have to take a pill every day. But she said it so nonchalantly, and it made me think to myself, how common is it in the black community?
Yeah, because it's like, it's susceptible. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed in the last, I could say 15 years, I witnessed black people, African Americans. I could pretty much say I witnessed them suffer and die. You know what I mean? Like, one minute they up, next minute they gone.
Right.
And it's just, all right, yeah, boo,
For health reasons too, like diabetes, hypertension.
Yeah. Diabetes. So what happens is when you like to touch into your body, right? What happens is once your body's working every day. Every day, it takes no days off. Your heart is your best friend. I don't care what anybody tells you about how they're your best friend. If that heart stops pumping, you're gone. So what happens is the way that we eat, we begin to stress our body. And once we start stressing our body's constantly working, recycling, and these cells are trying to recycle and do these different things. And over time, it begins to stress the body because we eat so much. Like, we eat way more than we're supposed to eat, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then as we stress the body, things start to happen one after the other. So you have diabetes, which is an overload of sugar, right? And we're going to touch on that. And then we have, these other factors that, soon, become cancer, because from what I heard, cancer is just a cell mutation.
Yes.
No. Cancer is mitosis gone crazy. Mitosis is the replication of the cell, and with cancer cells, the replication just turns haywire until it starts to absorb all of the other healthy cells around it.
So it's low key. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, so I was going to ask. So it's basically like an overload of your white blood cells working.
Well, not necessarily white blood cells. Any cells could become cancerous.
Okay.
Right. And there are several different factors that could affect the mutation of the splitting of the cells as they replicate. Of course, smoking, diet, what you put into your body, all of these high processed foods, it could lead to an increase in colon cancer, liver cancer, stomach cancer, all of these different types of cancers because of what we put into our bodies.
Okay.
So I want to bring something up. What you talked about, Nairon. What do you think? Why in the introduction, right? Before we get started on the original, like, remember when we talked about high fructose corn syrup, the informations, the ingredients. What else we talked about? We talked about aspartame. Why it's important to eat greens, fruits. We talked about BHT, and what is it? BHA, how that's dangerous for your body, of what we consume, and that's in cereal, the cereal boxes.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think it's so important to talk about this is because of what Clyde Slade was talking about, of when you go to the doctor's office to get a physical, they're going to tell you stuff like what you don't want to hear. So that's why it's very important to take care of your body.
So
yeah.
So do you ever ask yourself, how do we get to that? Like, how do we get to the point where we as young African Americans are suffering from these things genetically, right? So I'm a research guy, right? And anybody knows I'm way off into the moon. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see me one time and then bam, I'm somewhere else, right? What I started to do was ask questions. I was like, damn, why are we suffering from these genetic deficiencies is what, they are, right? And what I started to realize is my existence. Why am I here? Why am I here right now? Like, why am I physically located where I'm at right now? And the harsh reality is that we're American descendants of slavery, right? That's who we are, right? Directly or indirectly, when the British colonies came in, they depended on slavery for economical reasons.
Yep.
That's why we were brought here, okay? We was brought here in vessels, okay? Our ancestors were, okay? So that's why we're here. And it was mainly to crop commodities, which is going to bring us to some subjects later, right?
Yeah.
Copper, steel, textiles, ammunition, guns, lumber, gold, ivory, okay? So being that our descendants was like that, right? Genetically, there's some changes in the makeup, right, of who we are. Because there were inequalities of the food that we ate our ancestors ate during those times based on their diets. They ate squirrels, they ate tons of different things. If you research and you read this stuff, right, from Booker T. Washington, they talk about it. So you asked about this shirt right here, right? This is real right here, right? This is National Negro Health Week. That was created, okay? Anybody could Google that. That was created in 1915 by Booker T. Washington, okay? He created, it was a week to focus on the health and the physique of Negro Americans, okay? There were different structures in every day, like Sunday was Mobilization Day, Monday was Home Hygiene Day, Tuesday was Community Sanitation Day, Thursdays was Adelph Health Day, right? And this went on, okay? This actually went on for 35 years. Booker T. Washington died in 1914. Discontinue on to after his death. You know who actually put this into play? It was passed by the National Negro Health Week. It was passed by the United States Health Department.
Really?
This is all public records.
Okay.
You can check it out later. And then, after, 35 years, they felt like they didn't need to do it anymore, for whatever reason.
Okay.
It was lost forever.
Another thing, what I want to add to of our ancestors, like eating pig feet, they was eating like straight pig also, to survive. Pig feet, chitlins, and stuff that we eat in a daily basis today. And then they brought that to eat, even though it was like bad for you. Mm-hmm. This was the stuff that they needed to survive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So genetically, the makeup starts to change. Just like if you smoke crack, right? And then, of course, you have kids, they more, based on, how the brain setup functions, you may have addictive behaviors.
Crack babies are
yes.
real.
Oh, hold on. You about to get deep in here now. You about to get deep. And I'm glad you said that. And remember TC when we talked about the red 40? It's in ingredients where it changes kids' behavior.
Yeah.
Red 40, yellow 5, blue 1.
What are these things?
Yeah, they are ingredients. It's an artificial coloring. And when you research this stuff, you can even Google research it, that it's banned in other countries except of the United States.
A lot of the food is different. You know what I mean? It's processed different here in America as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Our body knows how to cycle, right, and cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's stressed and overloaded, it's a lot different. Now, speaking in terms of us, and I'm gonna speak in terms of us again, right? When I was working out and stuff like that, I used to take like muscle milk, right? For instance, or all these different things, right? Hot Pockets, whatever. All of this stuff has loads of sodium.
Yeah.
We can't eat that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for our makeup. Our diet needs to be different than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That food has way too much sodium, okay? If you look into the FDA, for years, they've been talking about it. This is, Margaret Hatchett. She's one of them. These people cycle in and out from the FDA. The main thing they always talk about is the sodium levels. If you meet some of my best friends, Caucasian friends, right? They could do sodium because they have low blood pressure. So it doesn't have that same effect that it has on them that it has on me.
I thought that sodium was like a universal human thing. Is that really just an African problem?
I don't know, but I know hypertension and blood pressure, it is a universal problem, the mass amounts of sodium.
Right.
If to this day, they still talking about it on the FDA website, to this day, if you look up each and every FDA commission that comes in, mm-hmm. That's one of their topics is in the terms of lower the sodium. When we go out to go eat jerk chicken, bro, you don't even want to know what that sodium is. You don't even want, you don't even want to test it. That stuff is wicked. It's wicked,
I just had 2 plates of mac and cheese. I don't even want to know how much sodium I put into my body.
No. And look, and hold on, and so we're gonna speak on that. And you got high blood pressure, right? So this is the thing. Like my mom's allowed me to be a realist. Like I'm a realist. So like if you told me that you had high blood pressure and I know you had mac and cheese, I'm like, all right, baby, I see you when I see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna keep it real because I already know that you're not taking precautions to do better or be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just falling victim to, oh, you know what, you gotta live life. Because I heard people tell me that, oh, I don't understand how you eat the way you eat. You gotta live life. If that's the way you live life, that's fine. Not me. I don't live based on how much I eat. Do I still eat good food? Yes. Do I still eat high sodium food? Absolutely, right? But I don't eat it like the average person does. You know what I'm saying? I may eat it like once a week, once a month, and stuff like that.
Really? Once a week, once a month?
Yeah.
So you treat it like a reward, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it is a reward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit down there and be pumping this stuff in me after the doctor told me bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense. And I don't, based on what I've read, because I go straight to the source. Like, people talk, oh yeah, this kills, don't eat Beyond Meat. People always got these things, right? But I go straight to the source. I've been on the FDA website since 2012. I can name commissioners from probably 2001. You feel me? Like, so I know what they putting in the meat. Like the 3-nitro is 3-nitro they was putting in the meat. They found arsenic in it. It was causing, this was all public information. They put it on the website. They ran it. They said, you know what? As long as you feed the animal poops, you should be fine. But who's going to guarantee that you at whatever market or whatever getting some chicken that this animal is going to poop? Now people say, oh, how does the FDA know? The FDA regulates everything. Every production, all the food, how it's processed is governed by the FDA. And so they give the FDA medication. So these animals that we're eating is fed medication. So this medication is known to do horrible things. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just a fact. And nobody goes to people's funerals like, I've seen people pass away with cancer. Nobody goes to funerals and like, oh my God, he passed away of cancer. How did he pass away? Why did he pass away? What did he do to They don't care. They just rest in peace. See you when I see you. Let's go to the, I forgot what they call it, where they go eat. And then they wind up eating the same foods or the same things that damage these people.
Oh, wow. That's such a
You know what I'm saying?
That's such a fact.
And so my mother allowed me to be free spirit. You know what I mean? Like, I used to go to my mom's and I used to question stuff like, Ma, this makes no sense. She's like, what? I'm like, I know who made peanut butter, right? We all do, right? Yeah. I know who cut the hole in the basketball. I probably don't remember his name. I have to Google him, right?
Yeah.
I know who flew the first airplane, but why don't we know who milked the first cow? Why? Why? Matter of fact, let me go milk a cat right now. I think you dudes think I'm crazy, right? But we're being programmed to accept these things as acceptable because we've been programmed. We don't answer. We don't question these stuff. We eat chicken, turkey, and all this. If I say let's cook dog, let's cook. Everybody's like, because I ask people, I said, why don't you eat dog? They can't answer me. They smile and they laugh. They said, you crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm asking you things that you don't question. I'm not saying to go eat dog. I'm not saying to go eat these things. I'm just saying you need to start questioning these things yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
So, all right. Talk about to the ones like you're talking to the people that say, well, I only live once, so I'm going to eat whatever I'm going to eat. Matter of fact, I'm going to eat this Chinese food, in the corner, and I don't care what it does to me. How can you spend 3 hours looking at the ingredients and, the meat and everything? I don't got time for that. I'm only living once, and whatever I put in my body is what I put in my body. What do you say to those people?
I respect you. Do your thing. I see you on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to change your thinking. If that's something you cool with, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I've dealt with people who said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna live in a house. I'm gonna die here, and you know what? I walk away. That's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm only living one life. I can't stress on how you choose to live yours. If you go bye. I know people that I talk to right now every day that's gonna go bye, guaranteed. There ain't no question about it. They probably got 4 to 5 years left. 4 to 5 years left, and I talk to them and I show them love, and I don't treat them disrespectful, and I understand their choices. Some people like Papa John's, you know what I'm saying? Some people, I got a mission, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to go. I lost my moms in 2016. I'm here to change the way things are for my grandkids and my kids. Me and my son, you know, I post my little runs, right? But that's not what I really do. Like me and my son, like I'll run 5, he'll run 4 miles. My son box, I do multi. You understand what I'm saying? So like, whatever I gotta do to make sure that my family's good and I'm able to change the makeup of what's around me and surrounded, it's cool with me. My mother called me one time, right? And she told me she started juicing. And she got on the phone and I seen her cook something and she posted it. And she said, you know what? She said, you know what, son? I said, what? She said, you got a lot of heart. She said, you know, you're a strong person. Like you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. And she was like, son, not everybody not like you. Not everybody gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And like a year later, she was diagnosed with cancer. So, you know, when she said that, it was very important. It was like I understood. You know, I'm not going to criticize anyone for any diet that they want. Any diet you choose is on you. You want to go? I don't promote my diet. I don't share my diet with anyone. Who people want to know, that's fine. They want to know how I wake up and run, you know, 75, 125 miles a month. I'll tell you. It's cool. You want to know how I work out, how I do this, how I don't feel pain when I get out of bed? I'll tell you, free of charge. But if you also want to, you know, enjoy your life and that's what you want to do, it's fine. But I watch my mom suffer, you know what I'm saying? And if, you know, eating that way, if that's enjoying your life, more power to you.
Yeah.
So take me back to the doctor's office, because I feel like that was a huge transformative moment for you. When the doctor told you bye-bye, what were your immediate thoughts? What were your plans afterwards? Talk us through that.
I was just lost. You know what I'm saying? I was lost. I didn't know what. I didn't know who to go to. You know what I mean? Nobody talks to me like I talk to me. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody has the answers. Everybody is just, nobody tells you. Like a doctor's not going to tell you. He's not going to dig deep like I did, you know?
Yeah.
I had to dig deep into slavery, into, you know, why is this and why is that? And they talk to us like that's nothing. Oh, yeah, you're going to have cancer. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, cancer.
Because it's a normal thing for us, sadly. And that's how they view it. You know, it's sad to say it's like they have their favorites. In a way.
I mean, I wouldn't really say they favorites. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, so like the BMI, right? The body mass index, you know, all of this stuff is universal to one race. It's not saying, oh, you know, blacks, Mexicans. No, it's not saying whites. It's just to one, right? So it's up to you to follow what makes sense to you or not. What doesn't. Now, another thing I'll tell you is I got 2 twin aunts who was 91 years old. Okay. And they both alive. And I've probably seen them eat about 5 times in my life, because they don't eat they don't just sit down to eat and like we hanging out and eat, you know, like, oh, let's go hang out. Because I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do that. So it's like, we don't need that much food. You know, we think we have hunger until we have to work. You've been to work sometimes and you ain't eat the whole day. Oh, damn, I forgot to eat. Oh, yo, I forgot to eat, because you're not hungry. You don't reach hunger until like the 3rd day, the 2nd day. That's when you reach hunger. It's your body's just programmed to do certain things at certain times. And is waiting for that time that you allocate towards that. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I like I say, I don't push people on what to eat and what's healthy and what's not healthy. We all know whole foods is the easiest part, right? Who's gonna read ingredients all the time? I'll be honest, I don't, because I'm not a BH. I already know you can light that on fire. It's this, it floats. You know, it's I've seen the videos on Instagram and all this stuff. So I already know this stuff because I've been studying it for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I read this book called The Hood Health Book. Hold on, let me get it for you right. Hold on.
No problem.
Hold on.
No problem.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Bad for eating mac and cheese.
That's why I don't drink soda.
Yo, that's why I don't drink soda.
I don't drink soda.
I haven't drank soda in years.
I just had soda. 2K.
I don't miss it. It's not good for you.
It's not good. Yeah, I don't miss it either.
Now, this book right here, right? I forgot. I left this out. I read this book, right? It's by this cat called Dr. Supreme, right? It's called The Hood Health Book. And it talks about everything from where we from. And this book is probably the book that changed my life. Because when I read it, it was just like, it made so much sense. It related to me. Okay. Right? The cover is the bodega. Like, you know what I mean? He's looking what to buy out the bodega, right? And in the book, he talks about everything. Just the way stuff is processed and all of this stuff. So I read this probably back in 2009. I had both part 1 and part 2. He basically talked about heart disease, everything, 3 meals a day and stuff like that. And this kind of sparked it for me. This changed, and I was like, I can relate to this information, right?
The Hood Health Book.
Yeah, yeah. It's called.
I don't know if you could share that on Facebook Live, but I would love for our audience members to have.
Yeah. It's called the Hood Health Handbook. That's what it's called. Volume 1.
I like the cover. It's very relatable. Very relatable.
Yeah, very relatable. And he actually predicted some deaths in here. He predicted a few deaths. I don't remember, but he explains and about all that McDonald's food and it doesn't rot and man. So I stopped eating McDonald's when I went on McDonald's website. They don't have it no more, but they had the way that the food was processed. It was processed for science sensory. There was like 4 scientists in the world, and they go to this secret location and they make this food that tastes the same worldwide, And this one scientist, I remember her saying in an interview, she wants to know why a lemon smells like a lemon. Why I was just like, wow, that's this lady's incredible. Mm-hmm. But I definitely don't want to continue to eat things like that. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah.
I know you guys heard about recently with Subway, they found there's no tuna in the tuna fish.
What?
There's no tuna.
That's
in the tuna fish.
Yeah, it was in the news.
Yeah.
It was in the news.
Let's think about that.
Yeah.
Because I've been slowly but surely changing my diet. Like I've recently gone to, because I know I still eat terribly, but I've gone to supermarkets and stuff, and I started buying more kale, more vegetables, preparing my meals more. And one of the things I wanted to incorporate was tuna fish. I thought it was going to be like a healthy alternative to what I would have normally eaten. And now you're telling me that there's no tuna.
Well, no, well, I'm saying for Subway, the restaurant, they have no tuna in the tuna fish.
The restaurant, yeah.
I can't speak on the other brands and supermarkets. Mm-hmm. But the tuna fish Subway serve, there's no fish in the tuna.
Jesus. Right.
So Clyde, right? All right. So what advice would you give to people that especially people from the hood that what's around us is Popeyes, you got of course McDonald's, you got around us, we have the processed foods, the foods that that's that makes in a lab, the machine. Mm-hmm. But when you go to in order for us to really eat healthy, to go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or something like that, you will have to go to the areas that that has I gotta watch my tone, but you gotta watch that makes money, of course, the luxury neighborhoods. So talk about how can what's advice can you give to them that's not, and it's not convenient for them? It's not.
The object was always, the objective should always be getting about the hood. There's you know, it bothers me when we feel like we should still be that in that environment. You understand what I'm saying? That environment is made destructive. You know, people die out there, people surprised. I'm on Facebook like, I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised in the least bit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a dude could have his diet clean and get killed because somebody shot down a block. You know? Surprised. I'm like, yeah, so it's just, I mean, the main thing is to get out the hood. And that's what they do. They box you in. You know what I'm saying? That food is made for you in that environment. That's why the hood health book would actually be good.
Okay. Now, no, go ahead. Continue.
But also the first thing you got to do is know what you're eating, right? And I'm not just saying the actual foods, but know the amounts that you're eating. A lot of people want to change their diet, but they don't even actually know what they're eating. Because that's the first question I ask. Okay, what did you eat yesterday? They're like, what are you talking about? I want a clean diet. I'm like, no, you first have to get accountability. Accountability first. You got to know what you're eating. What portions are you eating? Because your diet could be, if you're eating Popeyes 2 times a week, and then now you're eating Popeyes 1 time a week, you're actually on a diet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making progress. You did a 50% cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, you don't want to go from that to kale and shock the body. You know what I'm saying? Get all this headaches and, you know, it's not, you don't want to do that.
Oh, so you mean like go cold turkey, basically?
Yeah. Nah. You don't want to, you want to just be, everything should be in increments. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But before you do that, you need accountability.
Okay.
You need accountability. And you know what? Nowadays, like having, you know, people who have food stamps, it's a lot easier for them to, you know, eat the more cleaner foods than it was back day when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, but
going back to, because we have a comment on the Facebook page, and he said, how can I find the book? Is it on Amazon or PDF?
So Dr. Supreme, you can put him in your I actually think he has a website, but if not, it's on Amazon. Because I think I bought both of them on Amazon. So it's the Hood Health Handbook. It's part 1 and 2. It's about supreme understanding. It's great. It's a blessing.
Okay.
All right. I'm curious. How often do you eat a day?
I eat 1 time a day.
1 time a day. Okay. When is that?
It's gonna probably, so I eat anytime. So at your time right now, it's what time? 6 o'clock?
6:08. 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
right.
So I eat about anytime after 7, no rush. You know what I'm saying? I eat 1 time, I'm done. Don't gotta worry about it.
If you don't mind me asking, what does your diet intake like? What do you eat?
So I have a plant-based vegan diet.
Okay.
So it varies. Like today, I make this like coconut syrup because I love cereal, right? So I had to find a way to manufacture some cereal. So I make my own cereals, like coconuts chopped with pecans, walnuts. I have a little bit of cranberries. You know, I use stevia leaf, so I don't use sugar. I put chocolate. I put cacao. You know, so I eat chocolate. I love chocolate, so I put cacao, and I use like coconut milk. This canned coconut milk, it makes me about a half a gallon a can. So I use that. I eat that. I eat a salad. I love, salad, lettuce, tomatoes, stuff like that. I eat some tofu here and there. I cook it pretty well. And then I probably eat, I eat some fruit. And I love peanut butter, so I do like peanut butter rice cake, organic rice cake that I have. And then for sometimes if I'm hungry, I do a shake. And if I'm a little bit more hungry, then I add another meal. So I don't miss no meals. I just eat one time. So I don't miss no.
Also, all in one sitting, basically.
Yeah, I feel perfect. I can go, like, I'll go work out, I'll go run. There's no food involved.
So here's my food. Sorry about that. Here's my question. What about your protein intake? How you make sure you get enough protein and fiber and stuff like that? You're on mute, Clyde.
You're on mute. Oh, are you tired of hearing yourself talk? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, proteins in food. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely in nuts, it's in coconuts, it's in peanut butter, it's in avocado, it's kale, it's tons of protein. Do you need the mass amount of animal protein? No, you don't need human-based protein. You don't need that mass amount of that protein. Just like the milk, right? When you drink milk, the problem with milk is the casein in it. The casein levels is real powerful for, it's made for a baby calf.
Yeah.
And right. So we have a lot of issues with that. And then the cholesterol is high in milk also.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to transition from eating multiple meals a day to just one meal a day?
So this is what I did. So I originally, first of all, you have to get documentation of what you eat, period. If you don't know what you eat, you can't do nothing, right? Data is the new oil. As long as you got data, you could win all day, right? So you got to get accountability of what you eat. Then what time do you eat? Now, after that, you don't change anything. You're just going to say, I wake up at 7, I put a bagel, I put cream cheese, boom, and I end at 11, I eat a bag of chips. Now you start cutting the hours. You say, I'm going to cut an hour from the front, I'm going to cut an hour from the back. You don't want to shock the body. You still eat the same garbage that you eat. You've been doing it for a while. It ain't going to hurt you any bit longer, right? And then once you get a proper time to say, I eat within a 10-hour window, you cut it into an 8-hour window. Okay, still eat the junk that you eat, right? Then once you do that, you start changing your meals by the day. Like, so you don't change it and say, I'm gonna go on this complete diet. You say Mondays is no meat day, right? Mondays is I'm gonna read the ingredient day. And then you continue on, and then you progress, and you just do it slowly, like you don't rush. I never did anything rush, even though it sounds like I'm like this crazy guy, I have this one meal a day. It's not. I went slowly. I know I got a lifetime with myself, so I don't have to rush.
Process.
Yeah.
Process.
So 1% a day is 365% a year. I think you muted.
Yeah, now you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
We hear you, Nyron. We hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the best way I could put it, like for me, when my mom gave me that news about me being borderline hypertension, it wasn't immediate. Like I remember talking to Paula about it, but I knew the first thing I did was I started paying attention to how much MSG is in everything. In everything. I'm talking about from the sugary soda that I drank all the way to the healthy salads that I thought I was eating from the store. You know what I mean? And I'm still in that transition because clearly I just had 2 platefuls of mac and cheese. But I can honestly say within this last month, I've had more salads than ever before. You know what I mean? And every time I eat a bowl of mac and cheese or something like that, I do feel bad because I am reminded of all the time that I am really close to depending on a pill for the rest of my life. So it's good to hear that you could break it down and you don't have to cut things off immediately. For me, it's really been a slow progression.
So how do you allow sodium to leave the body?
Well,
Do you know how to process that?
No, I exercise a lot. I play basketball. At the very least, I run two times a week. At the very least, usually it's on average is about 4 to 5 a week, which is why I'm slimmer than I should be. But I think that's the best way that I've ever done it, just by exercising a lot.
Mhm.
You know.
Okay, how do you let sodium? How do you have sodium leave the body? So you work out. Okay, don't eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, try sometimes fasting. You know, try sometimes not eating.
Yeah, I mean, fasting for me is no problem. I usually, on average, eat about 1 or 2 meals a day. Anyway, it's just good to know that it's sort of like a healthy alternative. You know.
Yeah. So what I started to do was called IF. So it's intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And that's what that is. So I mean, you can read on it online. It's normally people eat in an 8-hour window. They'll eat in a 4-hour window. I was doing it for years. So within the last 6 months, I had a friend. He's a triathlete, and he also eats a plant-based diet. And I always eat. I used to eat from 12 to 4, and I told him how I always just felt like it was a duty. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't have time to eat. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like sit down. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Sit down here and prep these meals and eat from 1 to 4. Then I want to take a nap. And he said, "Why you just don't eat one time?" All right, I do it, and it works out. That's all he does. He just eats one time. It just works out. It's easy. You know.
Okay. So for novice beginners who are trying to learn how to fast, I guess the best advice you probably gave was to just do it really slowly. Don't shock the system at once, right?
Yeah, accountability. Yeah.
So we should like invest in a journal and just start documenting everything we eat a day.
The most powerful thing that we have today, and people will try to make it seem like computers have an overhead. No, the powerful thing that we have is we can collect data. We just can't collect it in the mass amount that a computer does and do the calculations. But we have data. All we need to do is start, like you said, accountability. Start writing down, you know, when am I doing this? When am I doing this? You should do that with your day regardless.
Absolutely.
And wait, was that your journal?
Yep.
Yeah, you should do that with your day regardless. I can tell you exactly what I did the last 2 weeks ago. At this time, this is what I was doing. That's just how I am. I have accountability for all my time. I don't like to waste time. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to get accountability, you start to accumulate data, and then you can flip anything. You can do anything you want to do. Nobody's going to stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And how much do you weigh now?
I weigh 215.
Okay, 215. That's good.
From 250 to 215.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go a little down though. I'm about to go down for the month of July.
But most likely, that's mostly muscle on you too.
That's pretty much.
Well, I'm active. I'm not gonna lie. Like
that's good.
I do a lot of stretching, and I do a lot of. I'm active. Like,
how often do you work out a week? Would you say?
Well, I do multi a lot, so I work out, man. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? I work out all the time. I just, you know, because my community is real nice. So, like, you know, I got palm trees and stuff. So, like, I'll be like, you know what? Let me go for an 8-mile run. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
it goes back to what you said about your environment.
Yeah, but hey, exactly. So, you know the guy who, you know the guy, what's his name? Ahmad
from Georgia.
Yeah, what's his name?
Ahmad Arbery.
Yes, I just watched the story on Ahmad. How you say his name? I'm bad.
Ahmad Arbery.
Arbery, okay.
Arbery,
yeah. So I don't pay attention to nothing that happens in the news until I get a dateline. I don't care how bad it is, right? I need a dateline because the way my brain works, I'm gonna get hyper active and start looking for stuff I can't find, right? So I finally watched, it was like an hour special. And in the special, speaking on that, he lived in an environment where he was running, okay, was a very nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's why those those guys were, above the law where they were at, and was like, you know what, I'm gonna chase him. But the strip that he was running was real beautiful. So he was running because they had like trees, like these nice trees that came down. So yeah, man, it's all about your environment, man. You when I lived in New York, like, because of who I am, I was depressed. You know what I'm saying? It was just that I was just accustomed to, this perception, of who I am, and how I should be treated and what's acceptable and what's not, and then that's a health aspect. And once I left, I started to change. Though I could go back now, I'll be a different person. But at that time, I just was like, I didn't stand out. I was just a typical guy. Yeah, I was just a typical guy.
So it sounds like you was looking for your truth in a way. At that time.
I mean, that's what my therapist told me. I went to therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Same here. Therapy's wonders, man.
Yeah, yes. I went to therapy, and my therapist was pretty much telling you, you left. You was trying to find yourself. You know what I'm saying?
So going back for what you said about your environment, right? And I want to touch base with people in the hood, right? And when you said that, you said, do you think we need to change our environment if we are living in the hood, or you think we should control our thinking if
I made videos and I need to be more like, I guess I need to be more social and start making like these videos and be going out, like things are like so close, and like I could go right now, organic beats takes me 15 minutes, organic. I'm not, listen, when I was young, I'm with the business. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm trying to get out that environment so I could fix my mindset, ultimately. I'm not saying go to, this neighborhood where you're not accepted, because I'm not in that neighborhood. I'm still in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? In aspect, you could go out and go around the corner and it's still, but the environment that I live in, the place that I live in isn't. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not the hood that I know. The bodegas, the liquor store and stuff like that. Everything is a little bit different. And that's ultimately the goal, so I could eat better, as you get older. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I used to go to chicken spot all the time. It was convenient. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, Ak. Yeah. Yo, Ak, let me get a 3. Let me get, yo, Ak, can you throw one more in there for me? Yo, just for me, Ak. Oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ak, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Yeah. Let me get a chopped cheese and a cocoa bread real quick, huh?
Yeah.
For me, it was always the Popeye. When the Popeye's chicken sandwich came out, I never had that. I was a number one customer. I ate myself sick of Popeye's chicken sandwich.
You know what? That stuff, and I ain't gonna even get into it. I think that stuff is like drugs, man.
I think so too.
I know it's pumped.
We know that. Pumped. We know that.
That chicken is the size of my head.
Because I'll tell you why it's a drug too. Because the first time I ever had a Popeye chicken sandwich, my woman at the time, she's the one that got it. This was before it became like big on the internet. So she got it, and I just had a bite. Oh, it's a nice chicken. And only when I saw all the advertisements all over the place, online, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You're sitting there watching a basketball game, they got these commercials for the chicken sandwich. When they did that, I was hooked. Like, I needed it. I was searching for Popeyes.
Yeah. Popeyes changed the game.
They really did.
No, yeah, they made everything's about chicken now. Nobody wants a beef burger no more. Like, you go to McDonald's, like McDonald's had to come out with like 3 chicken sandwiches just to compete. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Chick-fil-A had had the game sewn for years. Yeah. I mean, they had the game sewn for years.
All right.
That's my guilty pleasure. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right? Yeah, Chick-fil-A. But more, people, argue with people in food. Like I understand. Like trust me, I love food, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I love food. And I've seen people die behind it. I mean, I've really seen people die behind food, like eat themselves to death. You know what I mean?
I know.
You
I
know,
know. I have a couple of friends of mine that are morbidly obese. So whenever I look at them, I think the same way you do. I love you.
I love you. I love you.
I tried to get my friends to come to the gym with me for years, and thankfully they're starting to. But I got to a point where I gave up on them going to the gym. Like I've been learning to appreciate the time I had with them.
Never give up on them, though. Never give up on them. Just separate yourself. Sometimes it's hard for you to balance yourself in there, but don't ever give up on them.
Yeah. And last thing before TC and Naron ask you questions, and then you get your final thoughts. What can you say about? Do you agree with the ones that say they are killing us?
Who's killing us? Who's killing us?
About that goes back to our conversation about the foods we eat.
We responsible for what we do today.
Okay.
All right. Like that's what we are. We are responsible for what we do today. And until they physically try to stop us from doing that, then we can talk about what they did in the past. But we responsible for what we are here to do today.
I like that.
And the only way that we can get up and above is if we do that, right? Now we do have this thing where they're trying to keep the history out, right? That's the things that's important, right? The stuff that we need. They want to give us all these other things and these things, but that's just the way it is. They don't know how to deal with us. You understand what I'm saying? Like they came in, they enslaved, they slaved on the money pool.
Speak to them.
And then now we're here and we're existing. So now if you're miseducated, right? What's the easy solution? Put the stuff in school, right? Cut it out. Let's put this information in school. Let's start having these classes. We're gonna fix most of the stuff, right? Because the programming happens when you're in kindergarten, right? We start kindergarten in 3rd grade, but it just seems like that's not gonna happen. They're gonna keep giving us these holidays, these different things, these cutting statues. Whatever. Pepe Le Pew's gone now. Like, Max Payne is still here. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but I don't want to live on those terms anymore, because with the information I got now can propel us forward. And we're going to talk about these things as we get further on today. It's a constant battle out there to try to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And we have to stay focused. Nobody's killing us right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the environments are constantly, right? If we're in these environments, like we said, I don't know if I could do it in the hood no more. Around 3 chicken spots, one pawn shop, 2 liquor stores, 3 churches. I don't think I could do it no more. Project hallway, pissy elevator.
Got 5 barbershops on 1 block.
5 barbershop. He the nicest.
Yo.
He charge you more if you want to get a cut before he opened. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? The weed game messed up now since they made it legal. So, it's just everything's gonna change. It evolves.
So one thing I forgot to mention, talk about the water brands. The water, Poland Spring, Essentia. Talk about, even though it's just water. What advice would you say about water, what we drink, even though it's just water? Dasani, Aquafina.
Well, I'm not. It's funny because the other day I was at work and I don't never mess with too many these strange waters, right? I just drink. Maybe I drink just straight. In Arizona, they have like this osmosis, right? Where they purify it like 8 times or whatever, right? Or I drink this. Like I drink mineral water, like right all the time, right? So I had to eat, and I was like, oh, I forgot my water. So I was like, I bought Aquafina, and so I sat the water down, and when I hit it, I was like, wait, it's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's owned by Coca-Cola. Come on now. It's owned by Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna put a little bit of Sprite in there for you.
Right?
Dude, I was just like shocked. I was like, it's not supposed to do that right now. This is not. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act like this didn't happen because I don't want to start thinking too much. Yeah, but water is water. It depends on what you're putting it on, really. You know what I mean? If you're drinking Aquafina, if you're drinking Perrier on 8 burgers, it's just good tasting water. You know what I'm saying? But I think our body does a great job, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I wake up no pain, thank God. I'm a reader, so I'll be reading all types of stuff like Ready to Run. So so I'll be doing stretching and I'll be doing stuff that I normally wouldn't been doing,
Oh, one more question. What kind of supplements you take? Like, do you take black seed oil?
So no, I don't take black seed oil. I have it because it's a wave, anything come in wave. The one thing that I do take, right, is there's this 2 thing called Rhodella and ashwagandha. Have you ever heard of that?
I heard of the second one.
Ashwagandha and Rhodella is the one that I take. And these 2 herbs, what happens is your body creates, they say, cortisone levels. And it happened when my mom's died. I really noticed it, right? Like, even though your mind is one way, your body reacts differently. So it helps. It's called the I forgot what they call it right now. But it helps bring a balance. And I'm a living like I'm the real deal when it comes to ashwagandha. Like, I'll go run, then go work out, then do like, this stuff really works. I take it every day. Okay. Like, I don't miss a day. I take it every day.
You think it helps with your physical activity?
So it lowers the cortisone levels in your body. When you become stressed, it releases these cortisone levels. These cortisol.
Okay. So what is cortisone? What does it do?
It stresses your body. It stresses your body. It's like when you do stress, when you have stress, it stresses you, stresses the body.
So it's basically inflammation. In a way.
Like it's crazy. Like, when I run and when I work out, I don't get hyped. There was this guy one time I was working out and he was like jumping around me crazy, and it was like I don't do none of that pump stuff. Like some of these guys, they walk around this rap music and they start like, I need to be relaxed in a complete relaxed state, because if you get excited, your muscles tense up and then you get less work done. So I don't do none of that stuff.
Okay.
I drink tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, people drink pre-workout. And another thing too, please, if you Afro-American, aphrodisiac, whatever you want to call it, please stay away from those pre-workouts.
Yeah, I don't.
Please don't. Stay away from monsters. Just don't do it, man.
Now, so what's the reason why? They, as our listeners is listening, they're gonna ask
because of caffeine. It's a lot of caffeine, and because we already have elevated heart rate, it could bring you over the bridge. So and you know what? High blood pressure. Some people are like, oh, I ain't got it. It could happen when you're 60. It doesn't happen right. Like my mom's, it happened in her 50s or 60s. It doesn't happen right away. Some people could just be good under the radar and then it just pop up later.
Gotcha.
So, all right. So, TC and Nyron, any more questions before we get a final thoughts from Clyde, and then we're gonna get to cryptocurrency.
Well, yeah, I thought we were about to talk about cryptocurrency and taxes. What's going on with that?
Yes, but we again, That's what I just said, Nyron.
This is the thing with me and cryptocurrency. I don't know too much about this stuff, right?
Okay.
Right. Cryptocurrency is I delved into it. I guess there's some technology behind these things or what?
Yes.
Like I would like to hear y'all talk more about it because this is the thing. I don't feel like it's a need for me to ever jump into it, right?
Okay.
Because I could still trade orange juice. I could trade electricity. I could trade lumber. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't, like we haven't changed from the colonist days to now. You know what I'm saying? It's still happening today. You feel me? Like, and so I just want to kind of hear y'all output on it because I'm kind of, and I know I post some things on Facebook, Cash, and sometimes it looks like that I'm trying to shoot, you know, what people doing down like AMC. I'm trying to learn. I don't understand, dude. If you think if I knew I put $1,000 into something, you understand what I'm saying, and it bring me back $100,000, I'm gonna jump in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's a new wave that I don't know anything about.
Yeah, well,
because I'm disconnected.
What I do one of the things I do for a living, I drive veterans back and forth. And a couple weeks ago, one of the nurses' aides for the veterans that I work for, she was able to give me a little bit more information about cryptocurrency. So what she does, she uses this app called Coinbase to do a lot of her training for a lot of the different types of cryptocurrency out there. And what I know about cryptocurrency, it's in the name. It's just an alternative online version of currency that is valuable because there's a limited supply and people want it. Just like with anything else in the world, the reasons diamonds are so valuable, the reasons why there are certain metals that are so valuable is that there's a limited supply and therefore, and if people want it, the price just skyrockets. There's also things called NFTs, which are basically like
that game is sick. NFT. Hey, I'm just happy to be alive, bro. I don't even, listen, I don't even have no money goals, man. I'm just happy to see all this. NFTs, like, I seen something so crazy. They looked like a Mario brother. And it sold for 50. I kid you not, they sold it for 50 G's. Dude had a cigarette. Dude had a cigarette. It went for 50 G's.
Right. Yeah.
And the dude who sold it, evidently, he keep getting bread every time it's sold. I'm like, yo, dude, this is like illegal or crazy. Like, I don't even understand what's going on.
That's like how Dogecoin is right now. Like, just weird.
Yeah. So Dogecoin is down right now, right?
Oh yeah.
It's 22 cents.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I just look at it.
so right now, Dogecoin is like AMC right now. It's a hype. It's like a hype stock. So the if you look at the history, it looks like the only time Dogecoin will go up is only if someone like Elon Musk or a company pumps money into it. So and some people said that this is a meme coin.
It is.
Well, I did trade cryptocurrency in 2016 or something like that. And Dogecoin, it was meme before memes. You know what I'm saying? Like you had this. Like you had this dog on here, and this dude like, yo, you want to put out this Bitcoin? Well, and it was never supposed to touch a penny. I promise you, this coin never was to ever dude. This Dogecoin has a market cap of like billions of dollars. This is insane. Like this never was supposed to happen, and then here you have it today, right? Crazy. I had a friend who put 1,000. He was up 70, and then now he's like down 50, and he's like, I'm good. I'm like, you different. You different.
Yeah.
You different, you know? So it's just crazy. Like, it's just, my thing is, why do you trade it? I
think you trade for the reasons why you would trade any piece of stock. You do it to incur a profit, right? You do it because you want to invest in something. You believe that there's a trend in the thing that you're investing in, and the idea is to hold on to it or have it sell at the peak. You know what I mean? And I don't know if there are any sort of dividends that come from owning crypto like a stock, but if there are, one of the incentives could be is to hold on to a stock that's paying you pretty high dividends. So if this cryptocurrency is worth 22 cents today, but in like a year or two, it's worth $2 or whatever jump that is. If you can make dividends off of that, you hold on to it. That's the whole point of investing in anything, really.
Yo, look at.
You're talking about him, might as well.
Okay, TC.
For the audience members that can't see,
that's crazy.
Listen, talking about it now.
So, hey, you need a bigger green screen.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about, right?
No, yeah, it's because your green screen is small.
Yeah, it's on the back of my chair. So
I know. I seen you put it up.
Yeah.
So I wanna explain this, right? Because I get a lot of like people saying that cryptocurrency is gonna take over the stock market. That I don't think that's not true. Okay. I definitely don't think that's not true, because the stock market has businesses that's gonna go for years and years and years and years, and it's never gonna stop. Crypto, if it can stop, like once crypto stop, the world does not. I don't think it's going to benefit people's gonna be all right. But if the stock market, the businesses like Tulsa, Apple, and Beyond Meat, or if that stock market stops, that is when the world can be like, okay, now it's really time for us to do something, because this can really affect us. I don't think cryptocurrency can affect.
Yeah, well, the stock market is you got to remember, stock is the last thing. That goes back to the conversation. Stock,
absolutely.
These are businesses, okay? So when you go out there, these is, there's 10 Ks to read, right? There's financial data, there's 8 Ks, there's, you can see cash on hand, so this is a whole lot different. These are actual businesses. You could go to Walmart, you could go to Home Depot, you could buy Yeti cups, you can go on ZipRecruiter, you could go on DoorDash, DoorDash, Uber, right? That's how America is founded. It goes back to how money is produced, right? Everything's on there. They have retirements, life insurance, endowments. Everything is ran through the stock market. So the stock market, if that goes away, the whole America goes away. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, going back to what you said about like stock, right? And I want to bring it back to our last podcast, right? What can you say about the difference between what you own for stock and what you put in for crypto, like the difference of it? Because I know crypto is 24 hours.
The stock market's 24 hours too. That's a secret society, right? A lot of people, you just can't buy for 24 hours, right? But the stock market runs essentially, it's closed on Saturday and reopens Sunday at 5. So right now the S&P has opened. Okay, there's probably a positive number. Let me see right now where we at. So hold on. So the S&P.
Hey, you invest on Robinhood, right?
Okay, so the S&P. Hold on, let me tell you right now. Yeah, so the stock market's up right now. You got the Dow's in the green, and the US 30 and 500s in the green. So it's essentially 24 hours. Now that's a whole nother secret society, right? I'm gonna talk to you about how that plays out, right? My thing is, what do you want to do? Essentially, what do you want to do? Do you want to become wealthy? That's your objective. What I think what people are attractive to with the stock market, I mean, not the stock, the crypto, is the little bit, right? The little bit of money, and they make that big cash.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
Fast money.
That's exactly what it is, right?
Yeah, right. So it's just, oh man, if I buy this swagger coin and this swagger coin goes to,
be careful what you say. I can see that happen in swagger coin. Like I can see that.
Nah, there's actually a coin that has what is it? Cum rocket. Cum rocket.
It shot up. It shot up too. It shot up too. Yeah, it did. It was. It went crazy too. It went up like 300% one day.
Yeah.
Because Elon Musk said something about it.
TC, I'm serious. So there is a crypto saying "cum rocket."
Life is a meme right now.
Yeah. So my thing is, what do you want out the game? You know what I'm saying? Like that's I just say long term. What do you want? Do you want to invest? Do you want to learn the game? Because there's multiple companies that made money this year that was low. You know what I'm saying? There was multiple. You had Michaels. I don't know if there's a Michaels out there, but Michaels where they sell craft stuff.
There's Michaels out here.
Yeah. They was $1 a share. They like $20-something now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had Hertz. Nobody believed in them, right? They went down to 90 cents, came back to $2. Now they $9 a share. Mm-hmm. And I just rented a car when I went. It cost me like $500. You know what I'm saying? So this is really happening. The economy's opening again. They had the airlines. United Airlines was 17, and then now, so it's like, what do you want long term? I just think people want to get up, and I ain't mad at you, but long term, I see if you do your research, there's better ways,
Okay.
I'd rather sell wheat. I'd rather sell wheat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they still slinging wheat right now. It's $50 a point, but that's that's another conversation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the game is ways to eat. You know what I'm saying? I can show you charts and be like, yo, woo, it's just, you got to get there. And me, I never want to eat how everybody else eat. That's my biggest thing. If I see everybody running to something, I'm running away. I told y'all that. I mean that. Yeah. You was not gonna catch me and say, "Oh, this dude caught up on." No, I see them running to it. I run away because my personality is I'm gonna take an L regardless. Even if I'm up, I'm gonna take an L.
Right.
I'm gonna take an L because I'm gonna get super hungry and greedy, so I'm gonna lose. I don't want no parts of that. Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. But do you love the crypto technology, or do you?
I think
do you love Ethereum? I mean, do you know?
I just love the idea that you can put in a little and over, I don't know, like a week, you can instantly become a millionaire. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be a little longer than a week.
I mean, it's gonna be a little longer.
We'll all be sitting here in cash right now.
Yeah, right. Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But like in a relatively short amount of time, without you putting in anything but your dollars, you don't have to put in your time or your effort, just your dollars.
So that means you want to ride the wave. You want to
ride the wave. That's the best way to put it. You want to ride the wave.
So when they say buy Bed Bath and Beyond, they say buy Black. Like this dude was trying to tell me he believed in BlackBerry. I was like, yo, no, you're not gonna sit here and give me a story.
Yeah, it's not 2005 no more.
Yo, I showed him the phone because they still got the phone online. They got a new phone. I showed him the phone. I said,
"You new phone?"
Yeah, oh, wow. BlackBerry haven't nobody touched nothing BlackBerry in years. He talked about, oh no, but they cybersecurity. I said, I'm right. I'm done. This conversation.
What?
I won't be surprised if I think what is it, the ship companies, the cruise companies,
You talking about space? You talking about space?
Like so space. I'm talking about like carnivals and
Disney cruises and
the Disney cruises. I think they're gonna shoot back up too. Right now,
they already shot up. Disney came from like $80 to like it's like $170.
Oh, because Disney got multiple. I'm just talking about just the cruises. The cruises itself, like they're about to get shot up. I think, in my opinion. Yeah.
But a lot of people back on that's vaccinated now, so they getting ready.
I mean, even if like you want about the vaccine, right?
No.
Right now, when the Johnson & Johnson, when they talked about the whole thing with the stock, I'm sorry, not the stock, the whole Johnson of how something about you can get like how it could affect you. That stock shot down. When it
but it always moves. Stocks always move on news.
Of course.
Yeah. So I mean, it's always gonna.
So let me make an assumption, Clyde. You're all vegan, right? You're all vegan.
Okay. Hold on. Because I don't want to be getting sensitive. So we ain't gonna even talk. You already know. We ain't even gotta talk about it. I already know you're gonna go, but yes, no.
You're not vaccinated.
I'm not gonna talk about those things because they censor everything. You know what I mean? Like we seen them being censored. Because that's all they do. Anytime that these words are brought up, they got these algorithms that choose to cue in. You know what I'm saying? I put a post up about VAX and they put some on it. So I choose not to say nothing on those platforms because I don't want and like I said, I'm not against it. I'm not.
Okay, you're not against it.
No, I'm not.
No, but I believe you though, because I remember one time, and this had never happened to me before ever, but one time I found a post on Facebook, right? And they were talking about the international football federations. And they were talking about how countries in Africa should own their own football stadiums and have their own league. And they were talking about African economic independence, essentially, just through one post. And I was like, you know what? Damn right they should, right? I'm a huge proponent of African ownership. So then I wanted to repost it. Not only did Facebook flag me, they flagged me because they thought that the information that I was going to share was inappropriate, like it violated their terms.
So how long ago? Because they let African stuff get shared now.
It was about maybe 2 months ago. I'll never forget it.
Oh, it was 2 months ago?
Yeah. It was about 2 months ago.
Well, it's their site, you know what I mean? And they choose to do what they want to do on there, and we just need to, choose to do we agree with it or we don't? I guess we here to do other things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff in the air on that.
Yeah, but before that moment, I would have thought you were crazy for thinking that. But after that moment, because it was relatively harmless. What the post was essentially saying was Black people, African Americans, should just own their own. And Facebook flagged it and said, this is way too inappropriate for our terms and conditions and our standards. So then it made me really think about, what are Facebook standards? What do they really care about?
Someone reported you.
But I don't know if they reported you, but they have algorithms, you know what I'm saying? And they know who's Black and they know who's doing different things, and some things is just inappropriate to, their audience. You know what I'm saying? It is their platform, and we do follow their guidelines, and some things, I don't think everything, and I learned this too, man, as I got older. Everything don't need to be spoke on. You know what I'm saying? Like some things you just don't even need to touch on.
Yep. You see how I calmed down on my Facebook, my personal Facebook account.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, everybody's my friend on my Facebook, so I don't, I pray for people who's not balanced, and I wish the best for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Just keep the positive energy. Going back to crypto, right? There are a lot of apps, except of like Coinbase is the most popular. What Coin Market Cap, what is it? Voyager. I think I'm saying it wrong.
So let me ask you something. When you bought crypto, have you ever put it into a cold wallet? Is what they call it?
Coin wallet? I think you said
a cold wallet.
No, that's not the options, right?
Nah.
No. It's like these little. I have one. It's like a wallet where you put it and you store it, and it's crypto. It's encrypted.
Oh no.
No, I have not. Okay. Yeah, I have not. If you talk more about that,
they have these physical wallets where you store it. That's where the guy. I guess he forgot his password, and he had all them billions in Bitcoin, and he lost it. I mean, what? Millions. Yeah, had all the millions in Bitcoin, and he lost it. Yeah, that's the real crypto, not the going on Coinbase, buying, selling, and like Robinhood. You never take anything, but you can actually get it encrypted and transfer it to a wallet and stuff like that. But they don't do that on Robinhood. So so Bitcoin, and then it travels, then it takes 30 minutes, and it's just, I don't know,
the whole process.
It's a lot of work.
What are some of the stocks that I don't know if you are, but if you are, what are some of the stocks that you've invested in that have turned out to be successful for you?
Well, whether I invested or not, right? I've been able to collect data and see in my time, things that would have been great to invest in. Like Carvana was one of them.
Carvana.
Okay. Yeah, Carvana was one of them. That would have been, 15,000 would have been 300,000 today.
What?
Yeah, less than 4 years. Roku, Roku?
Yeah.
Same thing. You would have invested 11,000. You'll be sitting on, when they came out, you'll be sitting on about 400,000 today.
Huh. So with information like that, how do we share that information with the people so that they can get in on it early?
So the thing about it is, it's not really getting on it early. It's like understanding what you're buying, right? So like if you was to call me and be like, hey, I need $2,000, right? Mm-hmm. The difference with stocks is that you can see the financial data. Like, so it's almost like me asking you, telling me, let me hold 2,000, but I see how much money you getting, how much money you made last year, who you owe, what rent you got to pay, and everything. So you can see all this information on the SEC website, which is regulated, right? So the SEC is the Security Exchange Commission. Whereas crypto, I could just create some coin and have somebody put it out there, and people jump on it. And then it's been done. A lot of times people take the money, millions, and run. Okay. And then the coin turns to zero, and nobody gets in trouble because it's not regulated. They tell you that you should not have been putting your money in there. Whereas if you did that with stock, it's regulated. Those dudes have to go by different guidelines and stuff like that. So you just got to understand what you're buying, what you're purchasing under,
Okay.
I think what is it? The sheep crypto also. I think that shot up. That is just, I heard it's just like Dogecoin. If I'm not
Shiba.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm new to that. I'm new. I'm telling you, man, people be hitting me up. They be like, yo, you heard about the Shiba? I'm like,
the safe phone too.
and it's funny because these dudes is making money, but I can't take this serious, man. I just be laughing. I be like the AMC with the tiger when I run. I'll be having a ball. And people be taking L's. I mean, it'd be bad. Like, you hear the people who make money, and that's fine. But I also hear the people, like, somebody told me they bought Dodge at 70. I said, are you serious?
Wait, 7 cents?
No, 70 cents.
Mr. Abe, that's.
Oh, 70.
Yes. Nah, I would have done it.
What? Why?
Yeah, but Why not? Everybody tells them to buy this stuff.
That's what you got to think for yourself there. All right.
Okay. I mean,
so you wouldn't advocate for the
I'm not advocating for anything that doesn't require you to put your brain to it. I'm not playing lotto. Lotto, you could go right to the bodega right now. You may lose, you may win, depending on how you do your research. I cannot tell my brothers and sisters, right, who never was a part and never took a part of this, had never had an opportunity to take a part of this time to go here and jump off the river. No, I will tell you, hey, read this publication, 598, right? Take your tax, take the money from the IRS, right? Boom. IRS gonna give you 6,000. You single, boom, write that off. Boom, put that into this. I tell you stuff that is gonna benefit you long term. You know what I'm saying?
Now that you've mentioned taxes, I have a couple questions.
Hold on, Nyron. Hold on. We moving too fast now. We're moving too quick. Hold on. Before we get into taxes, is there any other thing of cryptocurrency?
Because I'm not going back there. Unless you send me some Bitcoin, we talk. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Yeah. I give you my cold wallet. I got one. I'm telling you, I got one of them things. Lost the password, everything.
So, all right, even though Bitcoin that's the way how it started anyway. Crypto started was Bitcoin, which is that's like it's
so let me tell you something. So in 2016, right, crypto became a derivative, right? And a derivative means it trades on a market. So it trades in a commodity market. That's why it's so live. You don't even need to have money on it. You can write a contract on it, but that's a whole nother, like, we need to get together and do something type. But like you can trade that on a live market. You know what I'm saying? So
all right. So is there any other questions about current crypto before we go into taxes?
I feel like we touched as much as we can on it, to be
honest. All right. So now
wait, okay, hold on. Does anybody got money in crypto?
No, nothing. But I'm thinking about it. I'm actively thinking about it.
Yes,
okay. I do. What you got, Dogecoin or Shiba?
Yeah. I got the Doge. Yeah, I got the dog.
I got Bitcoin.
Got the dog.
I do got Doge. I'm not gonna lie. I got I put some money into Litecoin too.
Oh, Litecoin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Litecoin. Yeah, and I can't really sound it out. You the ETH.
Yes, Ethereum. I love Ethereum.
Yeah, Ethereum.
Ethereum is probably the most official one out of all of them.
I see two of them.
Because you have to run those coins ran on an Ethereum platform. So like, I watched that.
Good question with Ethereum. I see it's two of them. It's Ethereum Classic and this regular Ethereum. What's the difference?
The difference was there was some production issues. Like your team split up, and it was like I'd be the Classic, and I'd be the real Ethereum. But Ethereum, Classic never jumped off the way it was supposed to.
Oh, okay.
But they want to use crypto. Like, if you really listen to, have you ever watched like one of those meetups? Because they have like some real crypto. It's some real technical stuff. Like, trading this passage with this, and lock and form and smart contracts, and when they get technical, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that technology. That dude's passionate about it. He don't care about money. The dude who has the Ethereum ETH, he doesn't. And that trades publicly on the market too.
Yes.
But yeah.
I also have Matic.
How are your coins doing, by the way?
I took a tumble.
I took a tumble.
Not really, not bad. It's just it just went down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
so dude, so
that's
hold on.
That's how the market goes. So
hold on. Before we get off the topic, do you guys dollar cost average? Do you average down, or y'all just leave it? And then say, I should have bought more later.
Nah, I was like that when I was like, damn, I should have bought more, like, but what I do is I wait till it shoot downs and buy it. That's me.
Same. If it goes really low, I just like, I'm gonna put some money into it.
Yeah.
So it shoots back up, hopefully the job. So
yeah. I mean, average down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all putting serious money or y'all just dabbing?
I kind of treat it like, somewhat like I think bill might be the wrong word, but just like part of my routine for the month. I may put aside maybe $100 or something like that. If it's like going down and stuff like that. If it's going up, I'm just gonna let that thing rock. And then just surf.
That's how I treat the stock market. I initially bought one share of DocuSign last year. And my goal was to just put in what I make for 1 week and just put it into the stock market for a year and leave it and see how it does. So by the fall, I put in about $500 and I just left it. And if I check on it now, I think all my stocks, I made like $100 profit. Like all my stocks together are worth maybe $150 more now than it was.
So you playing it. So you kind of playing with the stocks.
Yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just because I want to invest heavily eventually, but I'm using the first year to really see how it plays, to really see how it goes.
Yeah.
And if I took a hit, I wouldn't suggest the stock market to anybody. But now that I've seen a profit, this summer I might just put in a little more and just invest steadily in the stock. And that's why I'm so curious about Bitcoin, because people are talking about it. And when people mention about something
since 2016.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Bitcoin is
that's a different league right now, how much they worth.
Yep.
It was like 36,000 or something like that.
I don't even know. No, it was 30 today. Hey, listen, if you could do volatility, you straight. That thing, you'll be 99% now. Today, wake up, you 300% up. So I mean, if you love that, then you good. You know what I'm saying? Some people love it, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people, that's what they do. You know what I mean? They can. I mean, you meet them all the time. They kick off in crypto. They be calling you, screenshotting you. You be like, damn, how you knew? Talking about Wall Street bets and all this, man. It's just a busy world right now.
Fact. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we get into taxes?
That's it for me.
All right. Go ahead, Nyron, with your questions for taxes.
I mean, the first question, and I don't care if you judge me. I'm 29 years old. People always talk about write-offs, right? You could write this off. You could write that off. What exactly is a tax write-off? Just explain it in layman's terms. A tax write-off is what?
So if you have a business, okay, that's the only time they should be talking about a write-off. So if you have a business, an LLC, right?
Okay.
So say, for instance, you bought computer equipment. You traveled to North Carolina, you traveled to Arizona to do an interview with me. You stayed at the resort while you was here. You had to pay for food and stuff like that. You're essentially going to take that out your pocket, right? So you're going to spend, maybe it's $1,500, right?
Okay.
So then now that money's accumulated for that, right? Now, let's say you work a 9 to 5, which is great, right? Because now you, at the end of the year, let's just say you're going to get $3,000 back, or let's just say you owe $2,000 because you went exempt a certain portion of the time or whatever. Once you put that $2,000 in there, essentially is going to fade that out. So that's a write-off. So your vacation money actually gets back. It gets counted. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't. That's why I'm always so lost. So somebody tries to explain it.
Okay.
This
you listen, you owe the feds $2,000.
All right, I owe the feds $2,000.
Okay, remember that trip that you took to Arizona and you paid $2,000?
Right, and I had the funny water?
Yes. And then now you're telling the feds, hey, I took that trip to Arizona. They say, okay, you don't owe us $2,000. Now you just owe us $200. That's what a write-off is.
Gotcha. So it's just
so you just
it's
balancing
just,
the books. Yeah, you balancing the books.
now what if you get your taxes done and you're owed a surplus of money, right? How do write-offs affect that?
And then you'll get back more.
Okay,
And then so it's vice versa. I mean, I don't know to the T the exact number, but it's vice versa. You get back more.
So let's say I took that trip to Arizona with the funny water and I spent $2,000, and the government, after I get my tax return, they told me I'm getting $1,400, right?
Now you're gonna get more. Now you're gonna get more money.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're gonna get more money.
That's the simplest way anybody's ever explained this to me.
Yeah. Because the thing about it is what's happening is within our Black culture and our urban culture, you got this, people are watering down shit. That's why I stay off the internet trying to get this, put this guy on your credit card for your kid. They just they making shit sound like lottery right now. You know what I mean? So it's becoming watered down in terms of what actually can happen and what can't happen. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's what we have but it always gets to stages like that, where shit gets watered down. So
I have a quick question. Mm-hmm. Can tax write-offs also be involved with real estate? So let's say you bought a home and you want to rent it out as an Airbnb.
So essentially you can get but you're gonna be getting profits, so you'll be paying taxes. Is what you're saying. Okay. But that changes a little different when you start getting a rental property, and like I said, this is not tax advice exactly, but when you're getting rental properties and stuff like that, then you do like S corp, and it changes, and then you start you get rental income, and things are different.
Okay. Okay. That's one of my biggest questions there.
But as an individual, you should never be spending your money on your business without getting it back at the end of the year. If you're doing that, you're hustling backwards.
Got it. So I know a lot of people that. Oh, Rich, you
got to talk more. What he just said was a bar that I think
it was a bar. I got
listen. What he just said. I please talk more about that, please.
Okay.
What you just said.
If you're spending your money, if you're coming into this business idea and saying, hey, I want to do this, I want to do Obama stickers, right? And then you're spending all this money on it, whether you're doing Uber or driving in your vehicle and stuff like that, and you're not getting a tax write-off for it, then you're just hustling backwards. It's like you can't expect to get up or make it in a business world like that. That's not business. Taking your personal stuff and then using it to do a business and not get it back is gonna put you in a bad spot. And you're gonna look at the business differently. You're gonna feel like you're getting abused. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you get in it, like if you're gonna do Uber, then you need to get a car for Uber, and then that's your Uber car that you get in, and then you work for whatever, essentially, whatever it is. Whether it's DoorDash, create this, business because you're a contractor. They don't offer you a Social Security. They don't offer you life insurance. They don't offer you anything but that cash value. And you're contracted. You're responsible. If you do something, you're responsible. Uber's not responsible for you. Like this guy who shot up to 2 people, Uber's not worried about that because he's contracted. He don't knows that. He don't know who that guy is.
One quick question too, like for myself, for example, you heard of Twitch TV and stuff like that, people streaming online the games.
Yeah.
So I'm actually getting ready to start doing that as I bought this equipment. So let's say I start making some revenue out of that platform. Can I, let's say this mic here, for example, can I be a tax write-off? Because it's
you don't need to make revenue to write off. You could be essentially $0.
Okay, so I can technically make this back if I want to.
Yeah, I mean, how many businesses right now just not making revenue? Business is created every day. Business is a solution to an existing problem. The money is the residual of that business doing good. Okay. We don't go into business to make money. We go into business to solve problems. Mm-hmm. So if you have a business and you may, you may have this business that you want to take off the ground, but it may not coincide with what the world sees at that particular time. So it may be successful, it may not be successful.
Okay.
You getting a tax break for, you honoring the tax system. You know what I mean? You're not trying to beat the system or nothing like that, or how black people say, oh, you play in the system. No, you're not playing system. That's the system that's aligned for you to be a part of. America rewards you for trying to create business because business helps America.
Okay.
So
Okay.
But in theory, when he started his account, you're saying he could write off the money he spent on
he
the
write
equipment.
Section 179. Just Google that. You write off everything. Straight right off.
So in theory, let's say I started an LLC. Let's say my LLC was called Strength LLC or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say my business is recognized as transporting, I don't know, supplements from a gym to people's homes.
I wanted to do something like that years ago, but go ahead.
Really, I'm just pulling this out of thin air. Really,
I know. I'm telling you what I want to do. I want to travel and bring supplements. It was weird.
So I use my own vehicle for the transportation of these goods.
No, you use the business vehicle. So
the business. All right. So let's say the business vehicle.
It's just in your name. It's
in my name. The business vehicle is my 2005 Ford Focus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever breaks down on that Ford Focus, whether there's a tire that needs to be replaced or the check engine light comes on, could all of that be considered a write-off?
Yeah, it's a business car.
Get the hell out of here.
I know. Black people is surprised about regular business. I mean, essentially it's crazy, right? But yeah, it's a business car. Yeah, it's a business car. You know what I mean? And so that car, because that's your only car, they will look at it because it's your only vehicle. They will not allow you to write 100% off. But if you had two vehicles, then you can get 100% write off for that.
But it's not my vehicle. It's Strength LLC's vehicle.
Yeah, but you're abusing it because you only have one. Now, if you have two, you have Strength, and you can prove to them that you have, McDonald's personal vehicle, then they're going to say, all right, cool, you can write that off 100%. And then the house you live in, the place that you're doing this podcast right now, like this place is, this little space here is getting written off. I don't play with these things.
How would you write that off?
It's just shit, my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm a business first. You know what I'm saying? Blue chip hustle. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not, we do podcasts and we take, our time to do these things, and whether it works or don't work, it's gonna help us out.
I had no idea. I mean,
and then the government, and then and also the government lets you write off $6,000 a year that you don't use, and then $3,000 they let you, and then who know if you ever lost money in the market that you good, right? Did you know right now if you put money in DoorDash, you lost $20,000 in DoorDash, they're gonna send you a 1099-B form. You're gonna give that to your tax guy. That's if he's smart. You gotta be careful. A lot of these tax guys don't do taxes. They do H&R Block. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you're gonna give them a 1099. So which means you can't run and do your taxes when you get to W-2 form. So I want money. It don't work like that. You have to wait till February and then you get that 1099-B form. And you can write off so you can get $3,000 a year. So if you lost $20,000, you would get that $3,000 every year until that $20,000 is gone. So you don't lose money for investing. So
if I put my money into the stock market and I lost my $500,
yeah,
I could write that off.
Yeah,
and not write on a 1099 and get my $500 back.
Yeah,
this does not sound real.
I know.
Do you understand what I'm saying? This does not sound like it makes any sort of sense. Does the same apply for cryptocurrency? If you
Same apply for cryptocurrency.
So you guys are safe either way. You could blow all your money on cryptocurrency.
We're going to the moon, boys.
Wow.
Going to the moon.
Yeah, you write it all off. So a loss is really not a loss as long as you work and you straight.
Bro,
and then you just go exempt it. Huh? Did you know about that, TC?
No, this is all new for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the only one asking questions. You guys have the money in cryptocurrency.
No, but he's not losing. But he's not planning to lose.
I forget these guys are winning. Right. These guys are doing well in Doge.
I want to talk more about, because a lot of us talk about like tax write-off, right?
Mhm.
But like we don't talk about how we need the profits, right, in our business in order to get the benefits of tax write-off. Am I correct, Clyde?
No matter. I mean,
Okay.
you actually get the benefits when you're not making money, because then you know it's no longer write-offs no more once you start making money, because then now you start owing. You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, essentially, you still benefit regardless, because especially if you work a 9 to 5, if you W-2,
Uh-huh.
if you W-2 and you make $40,000 a year, and you spent $20,000 on your business, you're gonna be looked at once everything is calculated and computed. You're gonna be looked at as if you made $20,000 a year. So then you're gonna qualify for different things that you would not have qualified for, because you paid extra taxes, more taxes than you were supposed to pay.
Qualify for things like what?
Oh, there's so many things. I mean, when you out of mommy's house, you qualify for head of household. You know what I'm saying? If you're making under a certain amount of money, you earn for ETIC, earn income tax credit. If you got a child, these different programs they have within the IRS. You know what I mean? I mean, taxes is not just. There's so many programs, man. I could go on for days. Like there's just too many just to talk about at once. But there's so many things. It's right there on irs.gov. You go on the website.
So can you talk about like some of the so not all of them, like the most basic ones that Black people
So when you
don't take advantage of?
Okay, Black people take advantage of kicking out the dude out the house because they're gonna get the extra money. So the woman says, "Yeah, you gotta go. It's tax time. I'm gonna get this child credit. I'm gonna get this head of household. I'm gonna get this ETIC. I'm gonna get 10 G's, and then I might let you back in February." You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I mean, that's normally what we was taught to do. That's the cycle. But there's more credits than that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's credits for everything. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be within the means of using those credits. Like I said, you can, you also got the employee sponsor program credit of $19,500 a year, that you can essentially put under the rug for the next 20 years and don't pay taxes on.
Talk about that. What is that? 19,000 to do what?
401k. You ever heard of that code?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you used it?
No, not at all.
Why not? Do you have it in your job?
No. I work transporting veterans from hospitals to their homes, and I also work for S&P, but it's a temp role. It's not a permanent role.
Okay.
I was too much.
We need to get you a permanent, whether it's at Walmart. We need to get you something that's going to give you something for the future. Mm-hmm. What you make now is not my concern. What you make now is not going to help you. You need to get some of that money washed away. So 20 years later, you can look at it and turn 10,000 to 600 and something thousand in 60 years for your kids, your grandkids, and stuff like that. You need to change the wealth pattern.
Now for deductions, right? I wanted to like and I like how you, and this is bringing people that it's so important to document everything of your expenses.
Oh yeah,
it's actually, yes. Talk more about like, even if you like what is it, like when you're tax deductible on like you're going, like you're spending money on, I would say, like eating out or something, or you gotta pay like child support or something, and you're deducted, and when you deduct that, when the IRS knows about that, that's important because that's a write-off, correct?
Yeah, child support's not. That's your obligation.
Well, it's a deduction though. You can, when you.
What do you mean? So you mean like if you're putting your child in like camp?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I mean.
Like programs, basically.
Like programs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You talking about karate?
Yes.
So about, yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like.
But remember where we at. Society, these women, they do anything to file these kids. So you know what I mean. You got to be in legal, in a legal situation to do that, because you mess around, put your kid in this scholar school, and she don't want you to get back your 15 G's you just spent. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, you should be tax planning all throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? And it's just I think that you should exhaust your $6,000 a year before you decide to do taxable equities. Because when you buy and sell on that end, the 1099B form, you got to pay short-term gains. So if you buy and you sell before 12 months, you got to pay whatever your tax rate is, and it's looked at as your regular income. If you hold it for a year, you only pay 15% on it. So, you have to be very, but if you buy and sell in the IRA, like if you could buy and sell, it don't matter. You could do that all day. If you would have bought AMC and then you would have sold it and then bought it when it was low and then sold it, it wouldn't matter. But if you buying and selling, you got to, outside of that, you got to pay the tax man, big percentage.
Okay.
So that's why they don't really care about all that crypto, because they eat. It's like the drug game. It's like weed. They're like, well, why not sell it? You know what I'm saying? Because you owe me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's a bigger gangster than the U.S. federal government.
Yeah, no.
That's a fact.
We work. We work for them. So.
Yeah.
So my question is, so I have an idea for a business. It's not complete yet, but I was hoping by the end of the summer to form my LLC. Right. My LLC, it's just going to be a title. It's just going to be a name. There's no profit or expenses coming in yet. Would I still have to file taxes for that LLC?
Yeah, it's profit. It's always a profit or expense happening, because because you're working for your business, or you got to separate your business and you separate. You know what I mean? When you put in a man hours, you working for your business. So there's a profit or a loss. I mean, time is money.
All right. So if I'm not doing anything with the LLC name, let's just say it's a loss then. Do I owe, what kind of taxes do I have to pay if the LLC that I filed isn't incurring any sort of income?
Nothing. You don't have to pay anything unless you're getting income.
So I could just buy an LLC, have it sit there and just say that I have an LLC and not have to worry about taxes at all?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not getting no money.
Okay.
That makes sense.
You're getting zero income. I mean, there's people. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but there's people who do that. I mean, it's nothing I would recommend do. But I would recommend you to if you have a business, man, please, man, stop driving. Please stop driving, making deliveries in your Uber, in your personal vehicle, man. Please. Telling me you door dashing. Remember, like my boy used to say, rest in peace, Tone. He used to tell me, he said, listen, man, the last thing your car run on is gas. You can't put gas in the car that ain't got oil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So stop thinking all you need is gas money. Mess around busting down these door dashes and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Can you provide examples of people that try to game the system, the tax system? Like,
listen, nobody's gaming the system. Don't believe the stuff that you watch on TV. Nobody's gaming the system. Us as Black people have to get away from that. Nobody's gaming. Everything that is being said, we can look in publications. Okay. Publications is online. Nobody is gaming the system. Everybody's tax strategizing. Okay. Nobody wants to give somebody more money than they're supposed to get. I would hope so. Okay. Our family, our bloodline, Black people seem to think that you writing something that they don't think is legit isn't legit. No, it's legit. You have a business, you write it off, it's legit. You get audited, you have documentation of what you did, what you didn't do. That's it. The IRS works for the U.S. tax treasury. They're not God. Don't listen to mommy. Mommy told me don't play with the IRS. That's fine. That's what she did. I took losses listening to the one woman who loves me and believes in me. I play with the IRS. If it's a business that I'm doing, it's fine. It's nothing illegal that we talking about here.
Yeah.
So how do you play with the IRS?
I play with the IRS is I
okay,
tax
hold on.
strategize.
Now, wait. I think what you're trying to say, Nairon, is this. Let me give you a better question. Now, you're talking about how does the rich, or you could say just people, know how to play chess, of how to not owe the IRS, and how do for example, Trump. I'm gonna just say that, how he paid the IRS $750 in throughout the year, and it was like all good. Can you talk more about that?
How is that stuff possible? This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about gaming the system, because that seems like a crime. You know what I mean?
It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
I know
Nairon,
it's
it
not.
is
Crazy
not
as
a
it
crime.
sounded, it's not a crime.
It's not a crime.
Well,
Nairon.
you
It's not a
know,
crime.
I don't see his taxes, so I don't know exactly what he did, but I'm thinking I'm assuming it has something. He report losses. So if he owed, his properties he was losing money, even when he was
how somebody like Jeff Bezos only paid, what was it? It was like a ridiculous low number. Like his personal assets, he only had to pay like a.
but Jeff Bezos has a lot of now you're crossing the line when you so this is different languages, right? You got people who got cash and you got people who got assets.
Mm-hmm.
His assets is still sitting there. It's not nothing until he cashes out. You know what I'm saying? So if he got stocks worth, if they say, oh, his net worth is this, they're talking about his assets. It's not necessarily he never pulled the trigger on it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily him taking money out and cashing out. You don't get taxed on nothing until you cash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's how he avoids paying exorbitant amounts of tax.
No. So Jeff Bezos does not avoid paying taxes. Okay, I'm gonna make that very clear because there's an assumption that he does. He has a company, right? And America rewards you for investing into America, to invest in your business into America. You are rewarded. So what he is doing essentially is all profit is being recycled back into the economy, back into the business. So it's not, he gets a break, okay, for doing that. Now, it gets a little technical, right? Eventually you say, okay, how is he going to get, eventually he's going to have to pay, right? Because he's going to stop putting into it and start pulling out. But what he's doing now is that ESG. So they're creating foundations, and that's another game changer. It's another tax code. When you create foundations, you get taxed differently. So he wants the clean air. You notice that he's doing the clean air thing, and that's game though. But that's a whole nother flow. But everything is on paper, and when you read the paper, it's presented to you, and then from that point, you decide how you're going to strategize. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody tell you, "Hey, I got 8 pounds of weed, right? I got these dudes over here. Roster's selling weed over here. You got the you Crips selling weed over here, but I need you to get this weed off." It's not that you're going to game people. Now you're going to strategize because you know the rules. So that's all what it is. It's tax planning. Now you got people who are doing tax fraud. That's different. That's not up for discussion here. You know what I mean? There's no tax fraud. There's tax strategizing, tax planning. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And Jeff Bezos just, I guess, used the games of the tax system to his advantage, right? Because he didn't pull the trigger on the assets that he owns in Amazon stock, he doesn't really have to pay taxes.
No. So Jeff Bezos, one person in Amazon's, that's his entity, right? He's essentially the owner. As a corporation, if just not trying to keep it complex. If you make $1 billion, right, and then the government wants to tax you on $1 billion, you could tell, hey, government, no, don't tax me yet. I'm gonna put the $1 billion back in. All right, put the $1 billion back in. They let you do that. It's a code for that. It allows you to put the money back in. Now, eventually, you'll get taxed when you start taking it out. But if you keep putting it back in, you don't get taxed on it. So that's all
Gotcha.
he's doing. Yeah, he's not paying taxes. He's always the man that's changing the world. This dude, let's talk about what he has done versus what he hasn't done. You know what I'm saying? Just Bezos changed the world. He turned he made a #1 shipping company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's shipping medication and drugs right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get
Definitely
it.
came in clutch last year for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's an interesting perspective because Jeff Bezos does get a lot of flack, and I'm gonna be honest. I support a lot of the flack that he gets. It's hard for me to think about the positive that he's done in the world. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to hear that perspective.
So, all right. So, touch base on more of the not like people that works the W-2s, right? The one that works a 9 to 5. What's their benefits?
Their benefit is they already bring an income in. So you already so the one who works a 9 to 5 they're already in the red essentially, right? Because we got to pay a certain amount of taxes. So you're already owing from the gate. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you get this check, your check's 3 G's. You know, you're looking at this, you look at, 6% Social Security, looking at the taxes. You're like, damn, dude, who am I working for? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working for the dope man or what? So you getting taxed, right? So now after work, like you Cash, after work, you come home and you working a whole nother job. You buying these green lights, you setting up this, you paying this guy to do this interview, you doing all these.
Okay.
Well, hold on. So
you good?
Yeah, I'm good. So you're setting up all of these different things, and now you can get a kickback. Can you balance you need to balance this out so you could be surviving this economy. You know what I'm saying? Like how was you supposed to survive during the pandemic or whatever? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much time we got? How much time we got for you, Clyde Slade?
You got, whenever you're done,
All right, so we got time. All right, so if that's the benefits for W-2, we already know the benefits of people that owns a business, right? I want to touch base on, and I think we already talked about this, about how you can have your own car as a business name. Do you know anything about that?
No, so speaking on LLC, because that's what we're speaking on.
Mm-hmm.
Limited liability corporation, it's a pass-through. So everything's through you. So if it's in your name, it's in your business name, essentially. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you file it with your, taxes. Yeah. So I think it's a Section C form or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That you file.
Now,
a Schedule C, my bad. Section C was a Schedule C form.
Talk more about what you just said, Section C form. Can they look that up in the irs.gov
Yes.
website?
Yep. Schedule. There's a Schedule C form, and it's basically it reports all your gains. And let me see.
If you want to share your screen, you can.
I don't know. I don't even know how to do that.
Diamond, you could give him permission, I believe.
Yeah, no problem. It says he can share. If you want to share information, if you want to go to irs.gov, show the audience like what information can they put up, all of that.
So
everyone that's just listening, he's looking up the irs.gov right now, so just some time.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I wanted to purchase my LLC. I really did. And
I don't know how to do this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Open system preference.
If not, you could just look it up on your phone too. It's fine.
Or can you copy the link to one of us and we could just display it?
Yeah, I guess.
Or you can put it on the chat and we'll just share it.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
It's saying iPhone pad. It's saying open system security preferences, but I don't know.
All right, it's all good.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Loud and record. Open security. I need to get my my social media game together.
It's all good. It's so good. Like I said, it's something that if you want to share, you can send it to us and we can share it to our audience and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a Schedule C form. So I think it is. So it's a so it's basically profits or losses from business.
Okay.
That's all it is. You'll put your business in there. Of course, when you do your LLC, you'll get your EIN from the feds, and then you'll just follow whatever you do. So you get like advertisement. So if you advertise for your business, whether you're doing Facebook ads, you can write that in there. Commission fees, contracts, employee benefit programs, whatever you put in there, office expense, pensions, because you can actually do a pension too.
Really?
Yep, you could do it. Yep, you could do a set up into $56,000 a year, so you can wash. It's just it's so many ways. Now you can do deduction in mails. You can do entertainments to 2023. When Trump left, he said you take somebody to the ball game and talk business and get a few drinks and write it off.
That counts too?
Yeah.
But that's a special one. That only lasts to 2023. That's to stimulate the economy. He did.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump did. Even though
he
nobody likes him,
he
did do some things for tax deductible.
Trump's been around for a long time. He sponsored. He did the little Tyson fight. I was like, oh, this dude was in his bag. He was trying to get some money everywhere he was at.
Of course,
that dude wasn't playing. I was like, this dude been eating.
Yeah. But go regard to that. So the information of what you're giving us and the audience today, we can all look this up in irs.gov website.
Yeah, there's no secret. Anything we mentioned could be, like the food stuff we talked earlier, fda.gov. The IRS information is irs.gov. And there's publications. And the publications go through everything. Yeah, you'll spend some time, but, we spend time on social media. So why not spend some time on there? Why not spend some time on there? There's stuff, there's stuff, home acquisition debt, that you can essentially buy a home, buy a motor home, don't pay no interest on a house. It's just so many different things that the government really has for you. You know what I mean? It's just that nobody wants to look.
Wait, now hold on. See that, and this is why I bring up was specifically of what you said. You said the IRS have something for us as the people. Yeah. Now, people have this mindset as the IRS does not like us.
Yeah, because mommy told us that. Mommy. Right now, if you go to your mother's listen, don't play with that boy y'all was talking on the Zoom with. You understand what I'm saying? It's just we
talking that craziness
because we raised differently.
Yeah, different generations.
Yeah, different. There's some people who they don't mind giving their money to IRS.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you in Blueprint. They ain't getting me. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. That's fine.
And also that comes back to what environment you've been raised in too.
Well, I've been raised in. So the publication 936 talks about the interest deduction, home mortgage interest deduction. They have publications out there. Cooler.
But unless you physically go out and look for it, there's no entity, there's no middleman.
No,
that
nobody's
shows you the
coming
way.
to save you. You know,
Nobody's coming to save you, right?
no.
Nobody's
I
coming
mean,
to
even
save
your tax guy's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not. Your tax guy ain't gonna know what you're talking about.
you.
He
Now,
gonna
do you
think you
file your own
crazy.
taxes?
Essentially, somebody does. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do the work. You feel me? I mean, I
No, I'm
gotta know.
saying I'm saying you do your own work. Like you know how to file.
Evidently, I know. Yeah, I do. I do everything.
Wow.
That's good.
How long did it take
That's
you to
good.
learn that?
It just time, man. Time, data, man. Time's your best friend.
Mm.
I mean, we got all this information in a world where we have all this information. Nobody's using it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing crazy. There's so many levels. There's ways to make lifetime income. There's so much. Man, we could talk for days, bro. There's just like so much. There's so much to do. Like there's so much information, and like, oh man.
I like that. I like what you said. Like,
Definitely.
there's so much time and data.
Yeah. Yes, time and data. We just need to go out there and get it done. I mean, it's stuff that we don't know about. I mean, these people try to make it seem like it's new. These little things they doing is nothing new. They just want to keep you occupied. They want to keep you thinking that you. I'm not asking these guys for nothing. I'm going out there getting my bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
feel that.
for sure.
Yeah, I like
People,
that.
I mean, people put money in Robinhood, but they don't write the $6,000 off a year in the IRA. It's like nobody wants to hear that. They're like, what? IRA? And don't you know you essentially you don't even have to have the money. You can just tell them as long as you do it before April 15th and put the money when they give you the money. So you don't even have to have the money. You need to tell them you need the money so I can get the money to put the money in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Can
man.
you talk more? All right. So it
Mhm.
seems like all right. So
Mhm.
it looks like what you're saying. I know a lot of people is going to be like, okay, what does he mean? Explain that.
So the IRA is an individual retirement arrangement. Most people call it an individual retirement account. It's how you essentially set up yourself for retirement individually. Okay. If you meet a certain income, you can do a traditional, which means that you get a tax deduction as if we normally, people get child credit as if like you're to invest into the stock market. So you invest into this account, right? That you're not able to pull any money out without a tax penalty. Okay. But essentially this money over the years will allow you to take care of your generation. So you invest into the stock market with it. You could do something modest. Like you don't know nothing about the stock market. Okay, that's fine. You could do something modest, like focus on the index. If you want to get your index fund, is like you're following like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, or the Dow 30, the 30 top companies in America. So you tracking something that follows that, okay? Or you could go out there and do direct stock picking, which is more dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, right? And then you still got to be alive to operate that. The track that I'm going when I'm dead, it's still gonna be doing this thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's essentially what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be what I do directly is on my own. But what I do as far as to build wealth for my grandkids, my kids' grandkids, is gonna move when I'm dead. When I'm no longer around, it's still gonna operate. Okay, that's gonna follow the market. It's gonna follow S&P 500 since 1929 to now. It's been averaging 10%. So you get $6,000 a year. $6,000 a year you can write off on your taxes. If you don't have the money, what you do is you put it. So you say you have an IRA for traditional, and this is instructions by the IRA. Of course, I need to find that information for you, but I have that for you too. And let me see if I can see that. Hold on, let me see what publication it is.
All right, so for
Oh yeah. So IRS, so it's irs.gov. You look up publications 598. It's contributions to individual retirement account.
Okay.
A retirement arrangement. That's when you draw up an arrangement. And you could buy and sell in that account. If you don't feel safe not buying stock, you can leave it cash. You can take the worst asset possible, which is cash. And you can leave it in there if you don't feel safe.
And that's for your retirement.
Yes, retirement. Yep. Yep, it could be in your retirement. Something happens to you, transfers over. Whatever.
Okay.
Talk more. I feel like Nairo and TZ, y'all have questions. Okay, so talk about more about and how does insurance, it can be any type of insurance, mobile insurance, life insurance, medical insurance. How does that come into play with taxes?
What, life insurance?
No,
Yeah,
insurance. How
it
does
can be
Insurance
any,
in general.
any type, any insurance in general.
Empire, Geico, Allstate, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
I don't think it has anything to do with taxes. I mean, essentially, like you have insurance, life insurance. If you can't afford a life insurance, you can actually, it's crazy. There's another way for people who can't afford a life insurance to get life insurance and donate it to the churches and not pay and get a tax break on that. People don't know that. That's another one too.
That's new to me.
That's new to us.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's I'll have to look at that publications for you, but I read that too.
Okay.
You can, so you if it's donated to the church. So most people walk around and don't have life insurance because they can't afford it. But if you donate it to a 501c, which is a nonprofit organization, doesn't have to be a church. If you donate it to a church, you can write off that amount a year that you're paying into the insurance, your life insurance. So when you get buried, you still get buried, but the entity will get it so that you're not sitting here GoFunding me and putting that responsibility on somebody else who don't have it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that too. Like I would love to offer, hey, anybody need insurance? I would love to offer them insurance. Like I pay for it, you write me the ticket. But people would rather die broke than do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Yeah.
You can't handle the bill. Let me take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the bill. Just put my name on the motherfucker, the deed.
That was gems. That was gems. Drop.
You know?
That was gems.
Yeah, but this is all, like I said, like like I said, my story come from the struggle. So I've been in situations where I was abused. I was abused for not knowing. I was mistreated. And I was left with nothing. So I had to go to the tax man. I had no way out.
Bailed you out.
No, he ain't bailed me out. I mean, because he ain't looking to help me now. You know what I'm saying? But I read enough and got enough information. And I gave Jews to people. I give it to them all the time because there's ways. Different levels.
Okay.
So many ways to eat.
I feel that.
Let's go. Yo, one thing that really stuck to me is the last podcast when you said we all take risk, and that's what our life of what really is all of taking risk. And then you went through your personal life of where you talk about the stocks to your personal life of how you took risk. And you took that based on life of how you said the United States government benefits the people of has their own business because they're working the economy. That will always stick to me of what you said. And that was gems dropping for the last podcast you said. Just like in this podcast, when you talked about with the body transformation, about how you talked about how you went to the doctor. Like, it's just gems of like, it's a rewarding, like I really have to applaud you for everything of what
I appreciate you all the time.
Seriously,
I tell you that all the time.
Yo,
I appreciate you. See, like McDonald's, his thing is believing. And when he could cross that path of believing it, you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff that I hear him ask. I understand it's the information, but because it's out there, all you gotta take is a pen. All you gotta do is take a pen, and everything that I say, you just write it down and just cross reference it, right, and look at it and say, okay, is what this guy telling me real? This guy's telling me fake.
Mhm.
They want you to believe that this is something that is something you can't do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking that PPP. I ain't never been into none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
talking about stuff that always exists before that. They've been had all of these different. I mean, PPP was just another name. They've been had all these different loans and all these different things that you can take out for your businesses and stuff like that. So, it's just all about sitting down there and getting the information, putting yourself out there and doing what you got to do to get there.
What about stimulus checks?
Oh yeah, Stimmy.
Stimmy.
I mean, there's nothing tax relatable to that, right? Like you can't write that off or anything.
Hey, Stimmy. Well, if you took your Stimmy and applied it to your business, you can. Stimmy's your personal money to develop in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if you took it and you put it on stocks, yeah, you could tell the government, hey, the little Stimmies you gave me, I took it and I put it in my IRA. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't just let a Stimmy slip through your hand. See, we just think everything we touch just need to get spent. That's the problem with it is. Everything we touch need to get spent. Oh, y'all need to go get the coochie. He be hyping. I'm going to the mall. Nah, slow down, bro. You got a whole life ahead of you, man. And if you die out, that's cool. Somebody behind you got it. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to manage your money better. You know what I'm saying? Learn what our parents been afraid to show us and teach us. Your mother not going to tell you these things. You know what I'm saying? Mommy not finna have these conversations with you because mommy operate on different times. Her struggle was different. Her struggle was trying to keep you away from the cracks and the I ain't going to be no welfare recipient. You understand what I'm saying? I sat here, I put food on the table for, yeah, that's cool, mom, but that's cool, mommy, but we doing something different right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's the world's
stocks. She
changing.
started talking about stocks. She's like, it's a scam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I talked about that last time. It don't change. Everybody thinks it's a scam until they start looking at this world. You go outside, you look at the trees. You be like, man, this is crazy. You go up in these stores, you start looking, who own this? You grab a Snickers, who own this? What stock own this? You start hitting your phone and start seeing, Boeing, who owns this? And you start saying, wow, this is just an open land for me just to take over. You know what I'm saying? And then at first you get hungry. You want to flip this and you want to make this and you want to make. But after that, after you start making it, you're not hungry no more. You're like, you know what? I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to do it the Buffett way. You know what I'm saying? I rather, the risk versus reward. You know what I'm saying? Can I wait 5 years for 500,000 or I need it this year? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it all comes down to because it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Comes out all the time. Like, there's stocks people not paying attention to. People not paying attention to them. The job recruitings. So it's always a field that's being lacked because of the times that we in. But the time always catches up. So all you gotta do is pay attention to the paperwork, make sure the numbers look good, start to learn how to read financial forms. The information is out here. Spend less time bullshitting and just setting the bar, getting this money. Nobody can stop you. I ain't got no money goals. I tell people that now. They be like, it's a blueprint. I'ma follow it. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to my mom and mom just follow through. And that's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make this money, that money. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? All that shit just do is add stress to yourself. Sit back, relax, and do what you're supposed to do and get that quiet money. Dude, what's more rewarding? When you see dudes going crazy over something, and because all this stuff is popular now. So it's like, oh shit, I'm on BlackBerry. Oh shit, I'm on I'm on Bitcoin. I'm riding it up. It's cool, but then you sitting here quietly flexing on something. Nobody know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know. It's shit changing lives. You know what I'm saying? When somebody hit me up. And I'm able to convert them to get in the employee sponsored program and show them how to do a 401k, and that shit really makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't other shit like that. It's just I come from the struggle. I'm like, yo, You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming up in the game, doing what I got to do. Yeah, it's cool to put 1,000 on a coin, and that's fine. But I'd rather take my money from these guys who've been raping me for years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys, I could look at some of you guys' tax form like, damn, you dudes are just giving away your money. You paying more taxes than Trump. That should have told you something. That itself should have told you that this people saying this dude's a criminal. If he was a criminal, he'd be in jail.
Right.
He'd be in jail. He's not a criminal. He's not a criminal, bro. That I knew Trump my whole life, and as you probably did too. I mean,
yeah.
Trump is out there benefiting. He's the one who changed the rules with the bankruptcies. You know what I'm saying? He's out there beating the system. You know,
he being a New Yorker.
Being in New York.
I like the way how you said it too. You said he changed the game, and it was like, that's how. And when you said about it's the age of information, you got to stop bullshitting.
No, but the thing about it, it's overloaded. So people don't even know how to. People are out there and they get touched by stuff, and their whole day's missing because they had no plan. And so right now, it's like you got to structure this where you winning. You got to structure this where you're not getting too much information.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how all these kids, when I see them Snapchat this, that, I'm like, yo, you dudes got it, because my brain doesn't even operate like that. And it's okay because I'm older. So I respect that they can do that. I mean, that's something that, but it's just information is just moving, and people are not even learning. People are lying. You give somebody something and he'll go online and act like he knew it about his whole life. And you looking at him like, come on, bro. Like, man, you've been on the phone for 5 hours, dog. Like, that's what we doing now? You know what I'm saying? And I'm past that because I already skyrocketed to something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like I said, we need to do more of this, because it's just like I said, it's so much. We need to get into derivatives. We need to get into, like, okay, how to execute on stuff. You know, because sometimes at some point I gotta stop talking. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I gotta start showing you. I gotta start using the share screen and showing you how to execute. So maybe y'all can spend some time with me on that, and then I can, come back and.
Oh, let's go.
You thought part 3.
God, you thought this was
welcome
the last
anytime.
You thought this was going to be the last time you're going to be on the game?
Nah, you welcome anytime.
Last time was too long though. The last time was too long. We did a whole year, right? Was it? No. Matter of fact, we linked
up. It's about a year.
It was about a year.
Yeah, but we need to really execute. And I speak to you all the time, Cash. I'll be. Hey, whenever you ready. Like I'll be. Whenever you ready, because we need to do them LLCs. Like right now, you late for the year because now we in July. That's the magic year. Once you pass over, you're done for the year. You gotta wait till next year.
Right. Absolutely. You're right. Nyron TC, any more questions?
I know you didn't want to go back to like the body transformation, but because we're about the same height, and we basically weighed about the same, because at my very worst, I was around 250. But I usually hover around 230, 240. Like, once you get past the 220s and the 210s, do you have loose skin that you have to worry about?
Huh?
Nah. I mean, 2 something's not bad. I mean, not that loose skin, though. No. You're not talking about that loose skin.
Huh?
No. TC's like, huh?
That's all I can say. What?
That's my biggest fear, because I'm really starting to lose weight, and I lost last year at the height of the
How much you weigh right now?
Around 238.
How tall are you?
6'2".
You ain't got that much loose skin, bro. You ain't got that much loose skin.
All right. So when I get back down to like the 205s, 190 something, I don't have to worry about loose skin.
Also, too, you don't want to lose too much weight as well.
Are you working out? Because I wouldn't be be focused on losing weight. I'll just be focused on working out. I never focused on losing weight unless I'm trying to cut down real quick.
Yeah, I work out now on average about 4 times a week. If I include basketball. If I include basketball, it's about 4 or 5 times a week. Mm-hmm.
So what type of working out are you doing? Are you doing weights?
Yeah. I have
Dangerous
50-pound
guy.
dumbbells, 50-pound dumbbells. Do a lot of chest exercises, arm stuff, some ab
Also,
workouts.
also in-house work.
In-house work, yeah.
Also using your body weight.
Yeah.
No.
Not too far from me, and I run about on average, I run anywhere between 2 to 3 miles almost every other day.
So you straight. You got the perfect plan.
So it sounds like his eating habits has got to get better. That's it.
Yeah, no. When I
he's
changed my
hungry
eating
right
habits
now.
last year, I went from 250 to 220 in the span of like 2 months, right? And I'm getting back there now. It's just that my biggest worry is, the loose skin.
You can't change what you don't know. You know what I mean? You got to first document it and account for what you
That's
doing.
A bar right there.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a bar right there.
Yeah, man. He can't. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he fuck around and be shaking in bed like trying to go kale salad. You know what I'm saying? You know how people.
I need a chicken wing ASAP.
Yeah, mess around.
No, kale and spinach. I really don't mind eating the salads. I actually look forward to it. I look forward to making my own salmon. One piece of salmon lasts me a good 2-3 days with kale and spinach, and eating healthy. I think is the biggest challenge for me, and I'm slowly working on it. So,
hey man, I just pray for you guys. Stay away from sodium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not easy.
Speaking of sodium, a lot of sodiums is when we eat out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can't have no banging ass food without no sodium.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Nah, them foods be banging.
How you think those collard greens taste so good?
So they don't even tell you. Have you ever went and got like a frozen pizza? Have you ever had a frozen
I don't know why, but yes.
So a slice of frozen pizza average about 5 to 7 milligrams.
So John,
what?
Yeah. Oh, the journal. Wait, hold on. Let's read the journals. Hold on. Let me do this last one. The journals. How you spell that?
Shit, where's my phone?
The journals. I'm about to.
No.
Well, guess what? Because you don't even have to learn how to spell with this. Pizza.
Frozen pizza. I'm just type that in. Frozen.
Is it the journals?
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno's.
You put frozen pizza. And what came up?
Nothing. Just tell me frozen pizza.
Oh, no. It came up. The journal's probably listening to me.
But I typed in frozen pizza. It said frozen pizza Dubai. So I guess.
Oh.
I gotta look that up.
Are you talking about something like it says about CDC?
No.
Okay.
What's that? The CDC. We ain't doing nothing with CDC.
How the hell you? Oh, it's an I. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're just looking it up.
All right. What do you say? Nutrition.
549 calories in one slice.
Okay. So one slice, a whole. So the whole pizza. They say it's 2 servings. The whole pizza is 1,350 milligrams. I'm telling you, and it don't even taste like that. And you don't even want to know what Costco's is.
Oh, don't tell me, because that pizza be slapping.
I know. I used to eat it all the time. It used to get stuck in my throat. It was so good.
I said, this cheese kind of heavy. Hold on.
Then my aunt used to make me eat the whole pie. She used to be like, yo, you're too skinny. Try to kill me with it. Try to kill me early. But you know when you ate something with a lot of sodium is you drink a lot of water. That's how you know. You're going to want to, especially chicken spot, you're going to want to just boom.
Yeah, but a lot of fried foods. Yeah.
And this is why I'm drinking a lot of water now. I had those 2 plates of mac and cheese.
I think you're going to eat something more than that tonight. I don't think that's it for you.
No, that really is it. I'm usually a 1 to 2 meal kind of guy per day.
Until the body be like, yeah, I need some more food.
I scratch his neck. Got a chicken wing in the fridge.
Nah, but it's all about control, though. Seriously.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, man. So I enjoy you guys, man. Definitely.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Like I always tell y'all. I mean, TC, I don't hear from you, but DC.
I'm sorry, I'll be so busy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you be busy.
Definitely. Any last questions for Clyde Slade before he say his final thoughts and give his social media and everything.
All right, let Naran talk. He's ready.
Yeah. My question is, in terms of increasing our tax literacy and our health literacy, do you have any other books that you would recommend besides the one that you were talking about?
Well, tax literacy, I'm gonna hit you up for online. I give you the plug.
Okay, just strictly online.
Offline, I give you the plug. I'm gonna hit DC with it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch these bars. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a place. I got a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I got a place where you can find everything you need in one shot. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Yeah, I would love to get my hands on that literature.
Yeah. It's real thick. It'll get you where you need to get to in terms of that. Yeah.
Let's go.
I just want to say, Clyde, thank you for coming on as always.
Man,
just dropping gems like always. Like this is definitely gonna help a lot of people, especially our community.
Oh yeah, man, I'm here, man. I love like I said, I watch the shows and like I said, a lot of people say they're gonna do stuff, and you guys really put your heart into it, man. And y'all reach out to different people, and y'all got a lot of material to cut, swag, and swing all over the place and piece it together, different series. I mean, y'all creating a lot of content and just keep doing it, man. I mean, it starts from the small and it graduates and it gets to the big, and we got enough information to help us out, then we get there. Yeah, so man, it's just it's just a blessing, man. Like I said, I always speak to Cash all the time. We always be chopping it up on some things. You know what I'm saying?
I need to get better at that. Just I'll be busy at work, and when I get home.
No, it's cool. But just make sure you're managing your money.
Oh yeah, I can't be working hard and money's just going out the window.
Well, I work a lot of hours too, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to set the goal for something different.
I feel you.
Three things I learned. One thing about the pandemic last year which is now that the world's opened up, we gotta really take what we learned last year, because I see some people lacking the information of what we had last year. Three things I learned.
That's hey, don't even blow it up, because that's a podcast in itself.
I will
wait. I will wait to drop that in December, because that is a podcast in itself.
Okay, so we can set that up.
I see people in Bahamas naked. They totally forgot about the pandemic. I mean, I just be praying for people's souls, families out there who felt it, because it's like non-existence. It's like trips just keep going. And, they always say, I always hear that quote, it's something to live the life that you don't need to take a vacation from. And I do. So I don't need a vacation. But when I see it this year, it's just savage style. People flying out. I'm like, when did they even get these tickets?
Right.
People in Jamaica.
No,
they live in their best life. Now. But like he said, it does. I think we need to touch on a series on that one.
Yeah.
The pandemic getaway or something, because it is like people. And another thing too, guys, be safe. You know what I mean? Nice. Be safe. I plan not to be outside. That's why I don't mind talking to y'all guys. And I'm still living a pandemic flow. Like I'm not out there. I got to walk around with that hammer out here. That's a luxury for living out here. Everywhere you go, you hammered out. I just seen something on VLAD TV. Some dude, Puerto Rican Day Parade, Chicago, pulled the lady out, killed the dude. It's just like, when are we gonna stop this?
It's getting crazy out here, man.
So yeah, be safe, man. Be safe.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, it ain't even at the top of the crazy yet. It's gonna get lit.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Also, I want to touch on this too much, but also I read a news saying like there's like a alternative. I don't want to say alternative. A variant COVID-19.
Oh yeah. But we don't know right now what. Yeah.
I don't want to hit too much on that, but
but they said something about wear your mask again, and I was like, damn.
Even if you're vaccinated.
Huh?
Even if
say that again, Iron?
Yeah. Well, no, they don't care about that. They don't care about that. They're saying that there's the Delta variant. So we had the Alpha.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. There's gonna be mutations of this. I'm still wearing my mask regardless. So
yeah. Oh man, play it safe.
Yeah.
Play it safe.
You could tell me anything you want. Yeah, go outside. Wear no mask. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna wear my mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Just be safe. Play it safe, and we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this back soon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Before we get off, any last final thoughts on body transformation, crypto, taxes? Just let it flow.
Hold on. Now I know.
No, I'm
Your
done.
question
I've
now?
asked all my questions. I promise you, I've asked them all.
Shit.
Okay, that's
yeah. He got enough. He got enough info. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure he definitely got a. It's a lot. It's a lot to
No, I gotta listen to this podcast and make sure I have it.
Well, this stuff used to make me tired, man. You know what I mean? I used to read and I used to just like, I didn't want to do it, man. It was just like, who wants to read the publications that you don't even understand? Mm-hmm. And then you read it and again till it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you get headaches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So what I told him now, I know I gave him some information today. So he good.
Yeah.
He well fed. Mm-hmm.
Any final thoughts?
Okay.
Just freestyle, brother. Freestyle.
Yeah. Give us your final thoughts. Oh, and don't forget to send me the link to all those literature to the literature that I'm interested in.
Oh yeah, I got you, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do one for the show. I'm gonna give it to you live real quick. All right, give me a minute.
Okay, see, that's gonna be the final thoughts then.
This is a final thoughts. Yeah,
that is a final thought then. All right, so we're gonna have to give him a minute. All right, but yeah, this is definitely
I think this is the longest podcast we've ever did. How long is this? Like 3 hours?
No, the relationship one was the longest one.
Yeah, we was on that for a long time. That's close to 4, right?
Yes.
The relationship one was 4 hours?
Close.
Ooh, small business taxes 2018.
Just change the year. That's all you got to do.
Yo. He said change. Yo.
Yep. Just change the year.
A weapon right there. Jesus Christ.
Yo, you see how many pages in that? Yo.
You read that whole thing?
Come on, man. I read, baby.
He got his ammo already. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Actually, what's that book about stress test?
Huh?
What's that book about stress test?
I just download all my books online.
No, I go to the library too. I just read. I can't get enough books.
Clyde, quick question.
So stress test.
Yeah.
It's a great book. So this book right here, this dude his name is Tom Grittner. He was the I think if I'm not mistaken, he was just the U.S. Department of Treasury guy. See, so I go straight to the source. But he was there during the home crisis.
Okay.
In 2009 when the market crashed.
Yeah.
This book right here, lethal.
Okay.
Lethal. He talk about how they was able to, take the money and boost back up the economy. It's lethal.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire. This right here is the man. I just got to give you the title because this would be all day. We talk about it. That's the Battle of the Bretton Woods.
Okay.
Yeah, that's back day with John McNard Keynes. He's the guy who did like the economy. There's a lot, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna write those down. I'm gonna download them on my Kindle. Honestly, the Kindle is one of the best investments I've ever made.
Just know, yeah, I got a Kindle too. I like paper books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Kindles. I can't.
No.
It's something about that screen. No, I'm telling you.
This is how you said it.
Yeah, I don't want a fucking Kindle. Like, I want a book. And you know what? I'm happy. Look, I got two things. Okay, this is my last word. I got two things to brag about. Right? I'm gonna brag about this to the young cats. Okay. Because they feel like they got an advantage, but we had HBO, we had Discovery, we only had one cable bill. They got like 50. They can't watch what they got to get HBO, Showtime separate. All of it.
That's a big facts right there.
So it's crazy how we went from separating, thinking we were gonna get it cheaper, separating them, and now we actually pay more than we pay for cable bill. You know what I'm saying? That's one real quick though.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's true.
And Kindle, and also Kindle didn't outlive. People still want books. Nobody wants Kindles.
Yeah.
But I'm not knocking you because Kindle's convenient.
No. I love my investment.
But sometimes
I was initially apprehensive about.
Sometimes.
Sorry, guys.
Sometimes the book.
Go ahead, Clyde.
Sometimes the book. No. So sometimes the book is not made exactly to the Kindle. Have you ever had that issue?
All right, Joe.
Nah, we never had that issue. Not on my terms. No,
I don't really use
You
Kindle.
got Kindle too?
No.
I mean, I don't. I've used a Kindle, but I haven't. Like, I don't. Yeah,
I used Audible before.
Yeah, Audible. Yeah.
Oh, you use the one that talked to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because sometimes I may listen to a book while I'm driving or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I use that too. That's free.
Yeah.
They got that with the library. So I go to the library. So a lot of my books are in the library.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, Clyde. Yo, thank you so much once again. Clyde.
Thank you.
Yo, this was the Gems Drops. Once again, this one is in the history books.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Got it, bro.
Always dropping gems on them. Always, always the king. Yo.
Hey, man, you got to do some big moves, man. You got to do some Zoom call, some FaceTimes and bust these moves.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. But y'all be good. I know y'all got to go to work tomorrow.
I'm actually off tomorrow for once. So.
Oh, you off tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna research some of this stuff, or what?
I'm definitely gonna listen to this audio over so I could understand what I need to do. Especially some of the tax write-off stuff. Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm upload it tonight, y'all. I'm gonna upload it tonight just for everyone. I'm upload it tonight.
All right, man. I got y'all. Hit me up.
Definitely.
It'll be good.
All right, Clyde. Be safe out there, man.
All right, later.
All right, later.
All right, y'all. You already know what it is. Hold on. Let me just hold on before we say.
Guys, I gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Gotta do
that.
Right,
but that's it, y'all. That's it. That's for the books. Once again. Yeah. All right, y'all. So that's it. Episode 26 for the history books. We see y'all on 27.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Okay.
Have a good one. Be safe.